Just like,
That's
oh,
it?
you guys who
What the hell was that? You keep showing me these events of younger me interacting with all these random people. I don't even know. I don't even know. Give me some freaking answers.
Emmy throws her arms up in the air. I throw my hands up in the sorry. And
Right.
groans. She rubs the air. She rubs the arch of her brow and makes her way to the back of her right ear where her scar is. She sighs.
All of this better be worth it.
Suddenly, she hears murmuring in the distance and grins. She grabs her backpack and jogs toward the voices.
Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everyone? Hold on, I hear an echo here.
Here, echo. I think it's my cat.
Yo, yo, yo. Ooh,
Is it
what's
me?
going on? Yeah, you need headphones.
Here, echo. Grab my headphones.
Yo, yo, yo. Ooh,
Is it
what's
me?
going on? Yeah, you need headphones.
Here, echo. Grab my headphones.
Yo, yo, yo. Ooh,
Is it me?
yeah, you need headphones.
Here, echo. Grab my headphones.
Yo, yo, yo. Man, hold on a second here. Yeah, you need headphones. Is that... Everyone try to get headphones on.
Wait, does someone have YouTube open with the link? That could be it too.
Okay. All right, cool. I think we're good now. All right. Technical difficulties, like always. But what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Behind the Scene Podcast. This is a very special episode. We are in collaboration with the Table Read Club, started by Trey. Go for it, man. Trey, can you hear me?
Oh my God, there's an echo real bad.
Uh-oh. You still got an echo? Oh, shoot. Try to close all your browsers if possible. Anything that
I'm trying.
Oh no.
Here, I'll leave and come back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the Matrix deja vu is real, Charles Stewart III. It's real, man. But yeah, this is a special episode. We are collaborating with the Table Read Club made by Trey, who just left. This is just a club that he made, him and Erica, to kind of get us screenwriters and filmmakers together so that we can collaborate, get our scripts together, and just, have a good time. So I'm going to introduce Zariah. Go ahead and let us know who you are, your background, and why you're qualified to review Wicked.
I don't think I'm very much qualified, but sure. I'm just, I'm Zariah, the recent film grad. Have a background in musical theater and technical theater, I guess, and stuff. And I just have a good eye for visual things. That's pretty much it.
All right. Word. Don't we all, right? Yo, go ahead and introduce yourself, Chloe.
Nice. I'm Chloe. I also am getting my film bachelor's, and then for all of the Wicked side of stuff, have years of experience doing theater, and Wicked has always been one of my favorite productions. And then I've seen so many different versions of it through YouTube and different online forums, and even some of the international tours too, to see different ways how different cultures interpret it, which is really fun. And then I have already seen the movie once, and we'll see it more.
I'm feeling you. I was close all week to just I'm about to hit the theater and see it one more time before it leaves. You know what I mean? On a better theater that has a good sound system.
Go to an AMC theater. There's better sound.
Go to AMC because
also the part with Mourn the Wicked, it was supposed to be inaudible. She's belting and stuff. I just realized that. I looked at the old recordings. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It was supposed to sound like that. So that's why it sounded off to you, because if you listen to the original recording, she's supposed to sound all soprano and opera, and it's supposed to sound like mumble jumbo.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. When we went to Regal and
it was low.
Mall, it was low. I was like, yo, how can I hear the person next to me munching?
He turned it up halfway. If you look at like Twitter and stuff, like Chew, he's telling theaters to raise up the volume because there's people that went to the theaters and it was way too low. So you weren't the only one.
Yeah, I could hear Zariah quarterbacking backseat driving the whole movie.
No,
And,
I wasn't. That was because Tina was next to these noisy boys. I was just saying like two things, and then there was a girl behind me also speaking.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I could hear myself eat like popcorn, and I was like, this is too quiet for a musical. But hopefully, Chloe, you had a
know
better.
what? I got my
theater
karma because I
experience.
went the second time with Juan, and he was talking the whole movie, so I got my karma. But
Damn.
we were all in the front by ourselves. There was no one there. There was like everybody was in the back, so it was whatever. Nobody could hear us. It was loud. We were right by the speakers, so nobody heard anything we said.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice, yo. Because the lady beside me, she was like, I made slight commentary to Rayshawn, and he was like, so the lady beside me was like, look, I know you're having fun with this, but I've been waiting like 20 years for this movie. Can you please tone it down? I was like, you know what?
Oh yeah, that lady was all in.
She was all in. I could understand. I would be pissed off if I went to see Avengers and then someone was yapping all the time. Or
At
whatever.
least we were like means. We weren't like a Mir going to movies. Didn't even know he was going into a musical.
Yo, Trey, mic check.
He's back.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Loud
hear
and
you
clear,
now.
brother.
Oh, thank God. And there's no echo. Woo!
Sweet. Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself, man, and tell us about the Table Read Club.
Oh my gosh. So hi, I'm Trey. But I'm one of the co-founders of Table Read Club, where it's a bunch of script writers. We get together once a month and we just read each other's scripts and give feedback and have a good time. Dion, Zariah, and Chloe. I think Chloe has been, out of everybody, her and Grace have been to almost every single one, if not every single one.
Yo.
So Chloe's like our longest running member, aside from myself, but I have to be there. So we have an Instagram, we have a Discord, so I can put that in the chat.
The links to that should
everyone's
actually be in the
welcome.
description of the video as well. For anyone who wants to follow the Table Read Club on Instagram or want to join the Discord, the link should be in the description box. If you want to join the club, please come on through.
Yes, please. You're welcome. It's a fun time. And I mean, I get to make a fool of myself because I get to show people I may or may not be illiterate. So, it's a good time for screenwriters.
Yeah, man, for sure. I be enjoying. Yo, Chloe's always MVP. Yo, Chloe's always coming in clutch on set.
She's always
and
coming
table
clutch.
reads.
I'm like, Chloe, you read.
Because it's so
Like,
fun.
I'll message Chloe
I
off
love
the
it.
side, like, hey, can you read?
Chloe be locked in,
Slay.
yo. Always locked in. But yeah, yo, welcome everyone to the Wicked review. Yo, Wicked Mania is running wild right now, yo. It is taking over the industry. Successful box office run. Everyone's enjoying it. What were your guys? I'll start with you, Zariah. Kind of anticipation for the film. How hyped were you for this thing?
I wasn't that hyped, not as much as everybody else was. I was excited for it, but because of all the other musical movies, my expectation was like right here. Because there was like misses, there was like a lot of misses. Like there was like okay, they were getting there, and then you remember that like there was like 3 musical movies that came the same week, and then nobody talked about them. We had Mean Girls, we had Wonka. I didn't even see Wonka yet. The Color Purple, and then before that, we had we had Cats. Anyone remember Cats was awful. We had Jeremy Hansen.
You remember the Prom? That was bad.
Prom was bad too. I was excited for Prom. After Prom, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not excited. And you know me, I'm a sucker. I love combining mediums. We combine musical movies and like making like movies and into a musical. I feel like that medium could work. But they keep choosing musicals that won't work in the film medium, and they gotta stop doing that. But I think Wicked works cinematically because it's Wizard of Oz. We already had Wizard of Oz the movie. We already had a bunch of Wizard of Oz media animation. It worked in like there's anime. There's a Wicked anime. I mean, like it's a Wizard of Oz anime too. So like we have a bunch of it as a medium, so it kind of works.
I had no clue.
So it kind of works that okay, and there's so much lore in Wizard of Oz. I feel like this one works.
Okay. Damn, Zara, you got one of my talking points for later on. You're already ahead of the game. Go ahead, Chloe. What was your how hyped for this film were you?
Like an unhealthy amount, because
These are from the musical. Sorry, I forgot those. Whoops.
because okay, so for like it generally has been something that's been going on for over a decade. That's like there's going to be a Wicked movie. There's going to be a Wicked movie. It's been through every type of pre-production hell known to man at this point. And then it's also like seeing the slow progressions, because I genuinely love John Chu as a director. He's done one of my favorite musical movies, In the Heights, and I think it's such a beautiful adaptation of the stage production, and honestly is better than most of the time. And so I had good faith in him and his directing for it. And then like knowing Ariana Grande and knowing how she's always wanted to be a part of Wicked and all of that type of deal, she was not the one I was concerned about for acting. And then I knew Cynthia would absolutely cover it because her voice is phenomenal.
She was great
And
in
so-
Harriet.
They were so good. Like literally every single acting thing was so good, and it just made me happy. It met all the expectations.
I wasn't expecting Jonathan Bailey though. He was out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no. I wish it was Ryan McCartan a little bit. Not gonna lie.
He killed it. He killed it. He did his thing.
He did so good.
Oh, what the hell?
I was like, I
Ryan
just watched Bridgerton, so that I know who he is now. I was like, he looks so familiar. I watched Bridgerton a few months ago. I was like, oh, because he shaved his beard. He has a beard. His beard was shaved in Bridgerton, so I didn't recognize him. So I was like, okay, cool.
Yo, Uncle Jack, I see you in the chat, man. What's
We
going
love
on, man?
Ryan McCartan.
Shady Neighborhood Films. We love Ryan McCartan.
No,
Well,
it was
it's
well for
well.
him. He went and auditioned.
He
I
did
think
audition.
a lot of people auditioned. Did he not
A
audition?
lot of fucking people.
It was like-
auditioned. Harry Styles audition, Joe Jonas, Nick Jonas audition.
All the
there's
music,
a
all the
list.
Disney
Hold on.
Channel kids auditioned.
Mhm.
Damn, but hey,
Yeah.
yo,
They gotta post like a behind the scenes of that audition. I'll love to watch it. I'm pretty sure they filmed it,
probably
Yeah,
thousands
they
of
had
people
to.
audition
They
for
had
those parts.
to.
so they can upload it like next year. Give it to us.
Mm.
Do it-
Posted
do it
Ari
leading up to the movie.
Yeah, they should. They gotta post that because I'm pretty sure they filmed it.
But Trey, Mr. Broadway, you got a Broadway background. You were in the trenches, bro. In the trenches auditioning in New York City. How
Oh my
hyped
gosh.
were you for this film, bro?
Oh my God. So Wicked was my introduction into musical theater, so it will always have a very special place in my heart. So I was very excited. I always wanted a movie for it, but I always feared of like stunt casting of like somebody who's this big star, but they cannot sing to save their life as a lead role. So you're like, so what now? But I was really excited, and like what Zariah and Chloe talked about was like the pre-production hell. I remember like 2019, they said the movie was coming out Christmas of 2019. My black ass was fresh out of high school. I was ready. And here comes January 2020. I'm like, y'all see the Wicked movie anywhere? Hello, you? Excuse
Where
me,
it
sir. You up in New York. You come here. I know you from Broadway circuit. Come here. You see the movie? Like what movie? They haven't even casted anybody yet. But my hopes were really high. Again, I am not a particular fan of some of the casting choices because I felt like there were certain people that would have been great to cross over
SpongeBob.
from Broadway. Well, yes.
Well, well, yeah.
Well, yes. But I think that this movie did it justice, but I also feel like it took elements from the original book and did it justice as well. Like I said, I'm a big Wicked fan. I have you name it. I've read it, watched it, talked about it, discussed it, prayed about it. Hell, if I have a child, his name might be Fiero. I swear to God, it really might.
Not Bach? Not little baby
Little
Bach?
Fiero.
Dancing through
Oh,
Little baby
life.
Bach?
Did I tell you to leave your
Dancing
sister
through-
Elphaba alone?
Oh.
I said, Fiero, if you hit your sister Elphaba one more time, Glinda, it's
Oh
not
my
that funny.
gosh.
You go apologize to your sister too.
Yeah, Charles
Twins,
through the
Glinda and
third.
Belinda.
Yo, an American Idol version of the auditions, but Wicked style. That'd be the behind the scenes we need to see, man. For real, for real.
They
Zariah,
they did that for the new edition
miniseries. Okay. So I mean, for me, I never saw Wicked. I've always, not always, but in the last 2-3 years, heard about the Wicked hype and how great the Broadway was, and how I didn't even know it was a book. I just thought it was just a Broadway show.
Nah,
Had no clue it was a book for a long
fiction.
time. Good fan fiction. Look, but I'm gonna get professional. I'm gonna get into that later. I'm gonna get into that. Me and Zara, we've been going back on that for the last 3 weeks. I'm gonna get to that
Me and
later.
Dion got beef. Me and Dion got beef. It's okay.
But I was super. I really felt like this was gonna be like kind of like Barbenheimer. I felt like this is gonna be Glicked with Gladiator 2 and Wicked coming in the same weekend. Obviously, it's not. Gladiator 2 is kind of but overall, I was super excited to see this. I was really looking forward to it, and let's get to the review. Let's get overall thoughts and review on the movie. Go ahead, Zariah. Go ahead.
What? You already know what I got to say. Do everybody else first. You want a different take because you already know
Okay.
my opinion.
Well, I know the audience doesn't know your opinion. We don't got it on record, yo. We don't got it on record. But go ahead.
You gotta save me. You gotta.
Okay, you need time to think. That's what it is.
You said what?
You need time to think.
You got time to think.
Go ahead, Chloe. Set it off.
That's hard. Okay, so are we doing it out of like 5 or 10 stars?
Let's do a 1 out of 5.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like I'd give it somewhere around a 4.5 out of 5 stars.
You do it out
Okay.
of 10 stars.
All right, do it out of 10. 1 through 10. What do you give it? 9.5?
Yeah, 9.5.
Damn good, man. Damn good. All right, go ahead, Trey.
You already know what that.
Oh God. I'm gonna give it a
10.
4.
What?
I'm giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 4.
Oh,
Because-
out of 10. I'm sorry, out of 10.
Out of 10? Oh, out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. If it's out of 5, a 4. If it's out of 10, an 8. A strong 8. A
Okay,
beautiful
strong
8.
8.
Score.
Ooh, okay. All right. Zariah, you go for it.
8.5.
8.5. For me, I'm gonna give this a solid 9. Solid 9 for a 3-hour movie. Solidly entertained. I was definitely got so invoked in the friendship between Glinda and Alphaba and the storyline. To me, that was like Professor X and Magneto. Zariah's been hearing me talking about like that dynamic.
He said, I'm calling it now. It's gonna be like X-Men. Glinda is Glinda is Xavier and Alphaba is Magneto. I'm like, okay. Chloe, what do you think of that? You're a Marvel fan. What do you think of that opinion?
Well,
I would have never thought of it, but it's not wrong.
Well, to me, Alphaba is she's anti-system, right? She's against the system. And then you got Glinda, who's kind of a conformist, right? Professor X, he wants to change the rules within the system. And then you have Magneto, the allegory and everything like that. He's going to go outside the box to get shit done. So going into the movie, I knew that was going to be that friendship, and then there's going to be a break between the two of them. I don't know, part 2, some of it's gotten spoiled for me. I don't know.
It's messy.
I know it's messy. I know because I seen the Wizard of Oz.
They're gonna fix it. I think they got it. They're adding 2 new songs apparently.
Because as it stands, she's a traitor, man. She's not a good friend. She's a traitor. As it stands now, if you look at part 1 to the Wizard of Oz in the beginning,
I need because Trey read all the books, so he knows like all.
I read all the
looking
books.
at.
I read
all
all
the
the
books. So you
The
got
books are
more
so
intelligence.
good.
Only one book.
I'm just judging off what I saw in the musical, right? Part 1,
Which is fair.
and And then if you go to the Wizard of Oz, it's like, wait a second. She set her friend up to die. And that ain't right.
I will have to stop you. And what did Kanye West say to Taylor Swift? And let me stop you right there.
All right.
Finally,
Okay,
finally
go
get
for
you.
it.
There you go.
Go for it. Go for it. You got full
get what you're
context.
saying where Glinda left Elphaba to die, but in the books, okay, and I will transfer it over to the musical. In the books, Glinda has always been a conformist because of her family is up like the richest family in all of Oz. They're from a very long legacy, and she has a legacy to live up to. And Glinda's family is considered the lowest out of the family. Although they're huge and they're plentiful and they're rich and amazing, her family is considered the lowest. So she wants to prove herself, even though her father's kind of a disgrace, but they still have the Upland last name. Glinda's all she ever wanted to do was be popular. Like literally, that's why the song "Popular" is because all she wanted to do was popular, and she's stuck between a rock and a hard place because she knows, because we all know Glinda doesn't have any real magic. Elphaba does, so she's like, if I go with Elphaba, I will be a burden for her because I have no powers. You do. But if I stay with the wizard, maybe I can turn him to make him maybe forgive you, maybe end all of this. That's what I took from the books. But also, you do have to understand, because in the books and in the musical, it's implied it's been like 10 years from Act 1 to Act 2. They haven't seen each other in 10 years. Elphaba's been in hiding, riding all the animals, attacking Oz, and doing all this different stuff. They haven't seen each other in 10 years. So when they see each other, it's a beautiful moment, but it's like, we're two different people. I love you, but we're very different. And in the books, it's very dark. Like it's a lot of fucking murder in the book. Like Elphaba bashes somebody's face in with a trophy. She's like, die, 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 die. And then she's like, anyway, I'm gonna go fly now. So
iconic.
I think it's also like you have to. Glinda's not perfect. Elphaba's not perfect, but I think in any circumstance, if it was like all four of us, I think we all would have gone with. We would not all gone with the same person for different reasons. And I think Glinda had her reasons for survival, while Elphaba's more is like, fuck survival, I'm going to do me now. And that's what I look at it as. Also,
okay.
A bitch can't hang on a broom. Two bitches can't hang on a broom. I'm sorry. Can you imagine? Elphaba's like doing her thing, and Glinda's like, you ever see the Spider movie where he's like, I'm up here? That was in her.
They're going to need a bigger stick. They need a bigger broom.
Well,
Yo, Charles Stewart III says, I had a really bad job that I was working at. I told my boss I was quitting up to his face with pride. Later that night, I saw Wicked because I had a ticket that my aunt treated me to. Good time. Yo, man, hey.
Period.
That's that Elphaba energy, man. You know what I mean? Standing up for yourself. Yo.
Oh, yes.
Shit. There's more opportunities out there, man. Good shit, dude. Good shit. Hell yeah. Chloe, what do you think? In your opinion, is Glinda a traitor, backstabber?
No.
No?
I honestly was gonna say a lot of
I told you,
I've read
Dion,
the
I
books
told
too.
you. See? I told you.
She read the books because we talked about this at the Airbnb. It's like we were reading the books.
I told you. I gotta finish the books. I skimmed them.
All right, I gotta definitely read the books because I don't have the book context.
These books
I don't have
skimmed.
Skimmed who?
skimmed. You skimmed
I
that?
only
Could
read
never.
the first one like with audio.
Could never.
Because of the new movie, they did put the audiobook on Spotify for like I think it's for free. So if you're an audiobook person.
Okay. Because I guess I gotta read the books, and I guess in part 2 they're gonna address it, smoothing it out. Because if you just go from Wicked to the Wizard of Oz, and the beginning of the Wizard of Oz, Glenda's like, I'll drop a house on you. She literally says, I'll drop a house on you.
I got something to say for that though.
You got what?
Yes. Oh my
god.
gosh.
Because
There's a reason why.
Wizard of Oz is supposed to be like from Dorothy's point of view, and then Wicked is like from Elphaba's point of view, and then like a little bit of Glinda's point of view, but you get more of Glinda's point of view in the musical version of Wicked. and you get more Elphaba's point of view in the books. And then you also get some more like inner dialogue of like Glinda in the books as well. Like more things that they don't even put in the musical because they want to put more emphasis on Elphaba.
Because in the book, it's not really about friendship. It's literally talking about how like the government.
Yeah, it's like
is
war,
corrupt.
like war, and like how like
It's heavy.
Oz is a freaking crook.
Like
Mm-hmm.
the wizard has basically brought war to Oz because he's a racist bigot, but against animals.
Mhm.
And so he causes this war, and then with his departure, everybody's like, so for 20 years we've been beefing with each other. The wizard's gone. Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you. So the next 3 books, it's literally war. And all these key players from the Wizard of Oz are dying or going, like, not a spoiler. Glinda loses her mind at the end of the first book.
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Oh my gosh,
What's
I did
up?
not get the memo. We were wearing green.
No, it's on
I'm
accident.
not. You know I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not.
you're kidding. I was gonna wear green, but I wore on my green yesterday.
Dion, where's your pink? Since you're Team Glinda, right?
I don't. You know, all my pinks
For
in the
real.
closet somewhere. I don't want. I'm not no team. Yo, I'm not team Glinda. Yo,
All
fine. Alpha
right.
all the way.
Don't
All
make
the
me
way.
laugh. They were
But then there's
popular.
even, like, all-
Please.
Don't you mean Poppy Lar?
Lar.
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 Listen,
Yeah.
I saw this movie with my dad.
Did he
How was
like
that?
it?
So he loved the music. He
Mhm.
doesn't like fantasy or sci-fi. So he was like, he walks out of the movie, he's like, not my type of movie. But the
Has he ever
music
seen
was
Wizard of
amazing.
Oz?
Huh?
Has he ever seen Wizard of Oz?
He said he saw half of it one time. Right. So then
I think my dad would like.
I'm
if
done.
he's seen Wizard
I'm
of
out.
Oz.
I'm out. I'll see y'all later.
Oh shit,
That's an
Trey is about
American
to leave, yo.
classic.
I know my parents aren't American.
Neither is my family, but they like Wizard of Oz.
Okay, that's true.
My
that's
mom
true,
from
that's true.
Kansas. She wore the Wizard of Oz out because of it.
Of course she did. No, so the first time I watched Wizard of Oz was actually in school. So,
Same.
there's that. But then anyway, so we walk out of the theater and my dad is like, do you actually believe in witchcraft? And I was like, no. Like, to an extent I do, but no. And he's like, okay, because you have to be careful when you're watching that type of stuff. And I was like, Dad, that's not what the
Listen,
movie's
sir,
about.
never take a foreigner to see a wizard movie.
I'm
Oh,
telling-
geez.
I was like, Dad, it's about her regaining her power.
Oh shit. Live, There's a full house in this bitch.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Period.
Oh boy.
Liv, what's up?
It's
What's
so good
up?
to see you.
I'm here. I made it. I've been in bed all day. I look so busted right now, but I'm here.
You're all good, girl.
No, you good. You good. You
I
good.
mean, you're doing your big one, so I see you in your music. I be saying lose it. Yeah.
In my head, Liv, and it's your fault.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
I don't know what happened, but my phone glitched out one day and it was playing Sexy Red, Get It Sexy, but Loser was playing. I was like, hey! I could be a loser, all right. I was like, oh, wait, I'm at work. Wrong place to be. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, let me turn down this litness.
Oh, you got the
shit.
cup.
I got everything.
Well, you must have found it.
Did anybody
Hey,
get
yo.
the witch hat?
Yo, if you got it,
I
flying.
want to get the witch hat.
I haven't got it yet. I'm
Look at that.
getting us
Look at
here.
that.
I'm
Where are you
definitely gonna
getting
go.
yours,
I
Chloe?
get paid next week. I'm gonna go just gonna go to the theater just to get them.
Oh, well, yes.
Wait,
Okay.
where do you get them?
You gotta go to a Regal theater. If you go to a Regal theater, they have the buckets. You go to AMC, they only have the snacks.
Okay, I went to Cinemark, so they didn't have any of that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you
see
gotta go
it,
to
Chloe.
Regal. Regal
This
has
man
like
got a
Regal
whole
has like all
closet.
the merch.
I don't know.
Look
I
at
don't
that
think we
shit.
have a Trey.
Look at all the books. Stop flexing, Trey.
What the heck?
Here, wait, let me
Flexing
start.
over there.
What? I want to get the glasses too.
All right, Trey, you got
Oh, my
this, man.
sister
I'm
got the
out. I'm
glasses.
out.
Why did he leave? Oh. What?
You tell Trey to take over.
And then
Oh, shit. You got the Broadway
Sir.
tickets. Okay, she got the book.
Really?
All right, I gotta
wanna
get
be on
start
y'all's
reading.
level.
She got like the new cover book.
I gotta get to
Mhm.
reading.
I wanted to get the new
Damn.
edition. I have like the hard copy too.
Bruh.
Damn.
Look at all those playbills. I was supposed to see Wicked on Broadway when I was like 4, but there was like a school trip that day, so I didn't get to go. I was
You
really
would not
sad.
have remembered that, girl.
So no, I wasn't 4. I was like 8. I definitely remembered it.
Okay.
Bruh.
I would have definitely remembered it. I have a photographic memory. I remember everything since like
apparently not, because you forgot.
Oh shit. man.
pages of concepts.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we got a question from Charles Stewart III. All right, so I don't care if it's spoiled for me, but I need to know: was the Wizard of Oz actually real, like in the original one from 1950? Was that real because Dorothy wakes up from the dream?
1930, by the way, not
19
1950. It was
Okay, all right.
1935.
Actually, timestamp. Actually, the original book takes place during the Civil War. So
Damn, so that's
What?
even further.
yes, it takes place
Period.
during the Civil War.
Wait,
Mhm.
was the Civil War the?
It was written after the Civil War, but it's heavily implied that the book is taking place during the Civil War.
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz or from the Devil, Little Bobby Butcher? Just be careful. Oh, like from Waterboy. Okay.
I was like, what?
Because
shit.
in the was it in the movie the original Wizard of Oz that when Dorothy wakes up from her dream, the wizard was actually the doctor who was treating
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
like
So
the
technically,
the Wicked
he
Witch
was
was
real,
her
but he
evil,
was-
crabby neighbor. The
Yes.
the 3, like the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Lion were
Lion.
her 3, like
They
the
were like
3
her
little
uncle.
worker boys. The Scarecrow is implied to be her love interest, and the
What the fuck? He was like 40 and she was 12.
Um,
But again, it was written
was
during
16,
the Civil
but,
War. Never mind.
He was 16.
It was the 1930s.
it was the 1930s.
It's okay. Dorothy just dreamt herself to another.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier. That's why I said earlier, like Wizard of Oz is from Dorothy's point of view. So she was like loco. They even sent her to a psych ward in like the 3rd original book. And
Yeah.
they make
she
make
tried to
comments
return.
about her
She tried to
craziness.
return.
I gotta read these books. You know,
There's so many books.
I was actually thinking about this because I remember that there was a movie about like the person Oz with
That's
James
the Disney
Franco,
movie. You're talking
right?
about Oz the Great and Powerful.
Yes.
The
Yes.
only good
But
thing
it's,
that
it's
movie
not
did was
accurate to source
establish.
material.
Oh.
It was
The
fun
only
though.
good thing
It was a
that
fun
movie
ride.
did was like
Fine.
establish that the
Completely
Wizard of Oz
inaccurate.
is still a crook and a con
Right.
man.
Right. Because I saw the Oscar thing in Wicked, and I was like, "Isn't that from that movie?" I only saw a little bit of that movie, but I think that
Talking about the font.
no. So when Glenda and Elphaba ran into that place that caught fire where the hot air
Oh,
balloon
yeah.
was, there was like a little ripped up banner that said Oscars something.
Oh yeah, because he was actually
Because that's his real name.
The movie got
Right,
right. He was a
right.
musician. He performed in the circus.
Why is
Hello?
there a dinosaur in the chat?
Dinosaur!
In the stream.
Austin, yo,
Austin!
we
Wait,
got
hold
a
on. I have
dinosaur.
the stream open in another tab, and there's like 12 voices coming at me right now.
Yeah, you sound like the Wizard of Oz right now.
Right.
Oh, I got my
Great and
reverb
powerful.
turned on. There we go.
The
Oh,
great
real
and powerful.
Powerful.
But
Yo,
you
what's
know,
up,
I
man?
will say this though. With the musical, I really enjoyed how like beautiful everything was because I know John and Chill was like, I want to do like actual sets. Like
Yeah,
I
them
don't want to
sets
do
are
green screen
practical, and
unless
I love it.
actually have to.
My little brain was like, ooh.
I like the different creative choices he made from the source material because I think a lot of people like don't like if you've never seen Wicked. I mean, if you've never seen the Wizard, I'm sorry, if you've never seen Wicked but you saw the Wizard of Oz, you're like, how the fuck does all this fit in? I tell people all the time. Like I was having a conversation with my neighbor before this started. What you call it? The first half is like Glinda and Elphaba setting them all the major characters up before Dorothy
people realize
arrives,
it's like
and
10
then you
years
have
before.
10 years before, and then you have when Dorothy lands, you see like there's a scene where like the house has just crashed on Nessarose and Dorothy's on her way, and there's like the Elphaba and Glinda come back, and they're like, Elphaba's kind of like, what the fuck, like. My sister's dead, and you gave that girl her shoes. You gave my sister her red bottoms, like. And it's like there's clear moments where they're like they took from the Wizard of Oz that all right, pause. What's happening on this side of Oz or this side of the room, which I really do like because the witch. If you think about it, in the original Wizard of Oz, Glinda and the Wicked Witch are not on screen a lot, like at all. Well, there
Right.
are, but not a lot. So then you have to fill in the gaps to make sense of like how did we get to this moment, especially in the Wizard of Oz if you've only seen. I look at it as like you really have to not say connect the dots, but if you've seen both, you have to kind of like you have to kind of think about it for a minute. Like, that makes.
And that's
Right.
why I was kind of thinking, do I need to draw information from that movie, The Great and Powerful Oz, or whatever it's called?
No.
No, that was Disney's sad
No.
attempt at a Wizard of Oz franchise. No. I'm telling you, the only good thing that movie did was give you his real name. His name is Oscar.
Right.
He's a circus freak guy who's a con artist, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
It exists in a little bubble.
Yeah, and
Right.
He
yeah.
was storm chasing a tornado, got sucked in, and then woke up and landed it on. But,
Oh yeah, and the fact that he came in
All
on a
right.
balloon, that fact was right. Yeah,
Oh,
Oz did
okay.
come in a balloon.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll get into Oz the Great and Powerful later on, but I want to
Please
hear
don't.
Paula.
Yeah,
We can skip it, but I want to hear Paula
Please
Lives
scare
and
us.
Austin's. What is their score? You guys weren't here before. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about the film? 1 through 10, just overall thoughts on it.
I think I'm in a very interesting position because
Uh-oh.
I know a bit about theater. But I have never done it. I was not around theater people growing up. It was just kind of like, ironically enough, I got involved in it because of SpongeBob the musical, which is just funny considering where we've ended up today.
Yeah, and Box in the musical. So
Yeah,
SpongeBob was in the movie.
and it was. I mean, that was funny because
Loser.
Doc is he's channeling a lot of that same character, but it's. I don't know. I didn't know much about Wicked. And I like to do my research beforehand, so I had never seen the original Wizard of Oz. I had never seen the original musical. So days beforehand, I kind of delved into that to kind of, I guess, just give myself some artistic context.
Okay.
And the really weird thing was like the musical. I mean, I don't know if it was the production of it I saw is like breakneck speed. And I could not imagine, like, I saw this movie and I was like, I could not imagine, like, and I'm an editor, right? Like, I couldn't imagine taking this movie and being like, all right, you got to cut that in half. I think it really kind of gives you a moment to breathe with those characters.
Mm-hmm.
And so that stuff I really appreciate. I think all the performers are on their A game. But I think the biggest thing is that, I don't know, I think there are certain directorial choices that I did not agree with. I think there are too many times when the camera is too close, and I'm like, we need to. I think if there were moments where we like pulled out a little bit and just let the performers do their thing, I think that would have been more. It would have just worked. It would have reached me a little bit better because I was like, there's a lot of really cool choreography that's happening right now. And I wish that we would just stop cutting and let the camera breathe a little bit, especially if we're calling back to golden age musicals. That's what they did in those times. And so that's my thing, is that like, I think there's a lot of stuff there that I'm like, this is really well done. I wish I could see it a little bit better. like Dancing Through Life, when like
Yeah, I was about to say
the
that.
exposure is like complete. It's like the void is outside, and I'm like, I want to see
Mm.
everybody a little bit better than if they were just.
I think that was more of an editing issue than anything, because like as you can see, if you look at behind the scene footage, it was all the colors and stuff were like a lot. They had everything very bright, like everything was a lot less oversaturated. And then when they put in a camera and they edit it, the color, they literally dumped down the color and oversaturated very much. And instead of like, you know how like editing you're supposed to like take away light, instead of taking away light, they're literally adding more light, even though the window was already very like blown out.
What did they say? John and Chu can't color grade for shit. Who said that? Oh,
We all seen In the Heights. We all seen In the Heights. It was the same thing. So
I said we're not in the heights. We are on the sun.
I was like, I wasn't expecting. Oh, Austin's gone.
I think
Oh,
he froze. I don't think he was
Can't
done
lose the
talking at the end of the
dinosaur.
slander.
He froze.
No,
His little
well,
dinosaur.
Come back in, Austin, whenever you can reconnect, man.
But yeah, I
love
think
you coming
I
back,
wasn't
man.
expecting Wizard of Oz Technicolor, but like it was
Oh,
washed.
Wizard
Like,
of Oz.
I'm looking at
Damn.
like no, I wasn't expecting Wizard of
Technicolor.
Oz Technicolor, but I was like a little bit of brightness. But like if you look, I didn't realize at first. I was like, oh, people are just overreacting. Then I see the YouTube shorts of people looking at Dancing Their Life. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a little hazy.
Hey, yeah, damn, some good weed along the Yellow Brick Road. Them
Facts.
poppies, yo. Them poppies.
Absolutely facts.
Them poppies get you sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Poppies.
Out of
Real
order.
shit.
Out of order. Out of
But
order.
go ahead, Liv. We haven't heard from you yet. What are your thoughts about the film 1 through 10? And what kind of highlights from you?
First of all, I'm very glad I saw it opening day rather than waiting, because usually I just wait until streaming. But everybody's just bringing their phone to the theater, uploading shit on Instagram. I've seen like half the movie just through Instagram Reels alone.
Oh my god.
Like, where did theater etiquette go?
Right.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Oh shit! You
It
trying
left
to?
after COVID started.
Man, you firing out some shots because according to The Rock, these folks sing along in the musical.
Oh yeah, there was
They
people
told my
singing-
theater, they said to us, they said, listen to all you little homosexuals, shut the fuck up. That's what the lady said as we're walking in.
Here.
She
Yeah, I actually did see the
Right.
warning
Older-
on AMC. AMC had the warning for like no singing, no talking, no nothing in AMC. But Rico
There was an
didn't
older
have
black
that.
lady. There was an older black lady, and she looked tired. She said, if I hear one motherfucking sound, I'm turning it off, and I'm sending y'all She said, if I hear off, she hears a off. Like, we're all standing outside the doors, and she's like, if I hear a single peep, and it's not Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, it's off. She's like, do you want to make myself clear? I said, yes, ma'am. We all said, yes, ma'am. She said, get your happy Technicolor asses up in there. And I went, and she stood by the screen. She stood by the screen the whole time.
Hey, are you for real?
And she had a flashlight. Out. She's like, goodbye.
No way.
One guy
Damn.
started singing. One guy started singing. No one more. And she's like, out. What I just tell you, out.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
That lady,
That's
there was
so
one girl
funny.
whispering behind you, Dion. Like she was whisper singing behind you.
She was whispering, singing. She was crying. She was in it.
I
She was
crying.
damn near a munchkin.
was
At that point.
just dancing. I was like, whenever I felt the urge to sing, I was like, just dance. Nobody can get you when you're just dancing.
True.
Oh,
My
shit.
dad and I were singing. I felt bad for the people sitting next to us.
I mean, you know,
Well,
it's
how
really
high?
hard.
How high
because
were you going with the singing? You
It's
hearing
it's
you
really
outside the
hard to
theater
have
or what?
you're educated in a
No,
movie
I
that's
mean, we were
based
just-
on a play.
We were just singing. We were singing like a lot of it.
See, that's why you go to the sing-alongs they're hosting later December.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's good. I'm scared
Absolutely.
to buy a
Alright,
ticket to that.
Chloe.
Absolutely. And my black ass is going to option up to every single note.
Oh, Austin's
Oh,
internet
shit.
died.
I'm going,
Austin.
Austin!
All right,
Just
come back,
type it all out. We'll
Austin.
read it.
But,
Um,
Liv, continue.
Go
Oh,
ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, other than that, I give the movie like a solid 8. There was a lot of times where I felt like Ariana Grande's okay, first of all, going into this movie, I was like, I wish Dove Cameron got the part of Glinda.
Oh, you're one of those peeps, huh?
Yeah, no, wait, hear me out,
I'm
hear me
out.
out.
I'm done. I'm out.
No,
Bye,
no,
y'all.
I mean, I don't
Bye.
blame you. I was the same.
Cameron
is
I was
talented,
listening like that.
girl.
I thought that she was gonna get it too. The part of my brain was like,
But she did change my mind in the movie. I was like, yes, this is the right fit. So, I will say there were a couple moments where I felt like I was seeing Ariana Grande and not Glinda, but that also could just be because I grew up with Ariana Grande with like
you grew up with
Victorious,
Victoria,
all
so you
the
immediately thought Cat
Nickelodeon
Valentine.
movies. Yeah, so that could just be on me, but she changed my mind. And the only
Okay.
other note I have is during Not That Girl, I love Cynthia's voice, but she was doing like way too many like be that girl. I'm not that
And her
boy.
accent, oh, her accent was winning. She's like, hands touch, hands touch, eyes, eyes meet. So
I think it's
like,
her, though.
sudden, she was fighting. I was like, girl, where is the dialect coach? Quickly, call her.
I thought
Get
that
her
was
on the
more
phone.
of a stylistic choice, though.
I think so too. Yeah.
It was
Right,
a
to try to
choice.
change it up on the Broadway, right? The
Who's
Broadway
that?
version.
Why are you looking at
Mhm.
me like that?
Listen,
Okay,
listen
okay,
to me
Trey.
very carefully. Cut the mics.
Uh-oh. What's Trey gonna say? Trey,
Oh my god.
You guys do not understand who was on the music production for that movie. You have Steven Schwartz. He wrote the music. You have Stephen Oremus, who was the original conductor for Idina Menzel, so Shauna Bean. He was up there from the very beginning. Like, he was there when the musical was written for Stephanie J. Block's voice. That man was like, listen, I'll never forget. He told a story when I went to a workshop in New York. He said, I'll never forget one of the alphabets, like her last week. She's been killing it her last week. And she did a riff that he was like, did not approve it. He said, sit your black ass down. Go sit down. She got written up. He's very strict about the script. He was very strict. There was one point where one alphabet was in tears because she did a little too much because, Idina had already left. So they're trying to keep the momentum of Idina, and one alphabet did like something different than what Idina did. He's like, absolutely not, never again. He's like, that was great. Don't do it again. And she's like, but don't do it again. So you have this man, these two powerful men from the beginning of Wicked. And I felt like when I'm Not That Girl, in that moment in the script, she's like, I can be loved, I can be beautiful. And I didn't feel anything in that moment. I didn't. And I hate to say that because I felt like she was doing too much. And also the accent was kicking her ass.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, shit.
Like,
Shots fired, yo.
Well,
she's like,
Hopefully she does better and no big deed.
roses or the pills. I was like, Cynthia.
now let me speak from the perspective of not hearing or seeing the musical beforehand. So
Okay,
yes,
fine.
Trey, cut your mic, Trey. Cut it off. Yes, thank you. I don't want to hear none of the grumbling and mumbling. So I've heard bits and pieces. Oh my god!
Even hiding the facial expressions.
What the hell? Okay, so Zariah and Dion, interesting, very interesting. Y'all cut the mics.
I don't want
Anyway.
to talk over. I want you to keep talking.
So, I had only heard bits and pieces of this musical. Again, I realized that the reason I did not watch this musical or put time or invest time in it is because I knew that Elphaba died, and I didn't want to fall in love with a character that died. And obviously, it's too late. It happened. But first off, I feel like the stylistic choice of her style of singing as opposed to Ariana's was on point because Elphaba is this very put together, reserved, quiet, traumatized woman. So the ellipses were a stylistic choice of her trembling, her fear. And then like even that song, Not That Girl, I thought she was very reserved, like she was holding back, which is why when you say you didn't get that, I can be loved, like outward expression, I thought it was a stylistic choice.
Yeah, because she herself believes that she can't be loved.
Right, exactly.
And then like she didn't, and also I also thought that too, because like when you think about all of her songs, she sounded very innocent and meek and soft. And then once we got to Defying Gravity, that's when she went all out. Which is something I noticed with most Elphabas, even like I watched like the theater things, they go all out in all their songs in every single one. But with the movie, we have to tone it down and we have to like, be kind of calm and bring people in because like I said, you're a movie and then you're also a musical movie, and some people don't even like musicals to begin with. They find them, they kind of grown on them, so you don't want to like be aggressive at it. So she wasn't that aggressive Elphaba like we're used to. So like I like that she started off soft and then she went like at the end. Right. I think it works because I feel like No Good Deed, she's gonna go all out for No Good Deed.
Cool.
Okay, but like I gotta ask to the people who have seen different versions of Elphabas on Broadway, do you not wish in your heart of hearts that it was someone like Jessica Voss or Mary
Jessica Voss?
Dorsey?
Jessica Voss. Jessica Voss. Jessica Voss. I do
like the
not
praise.
care. Jessica Voss should have played Elphaba point blank.
How was she doing a movie though? Like
Liv looked like she disagreed.
I don't know. To be fair, I don't know who
Dove
Jessica
Cameron
is.
fan, so we already know she goes for Dove Cameron. But it's like for me, I'm thinking it would work, but it's like I think everyone's thinking of casting people who are like full on theater people, and then some people are like full on movie. I feel like Cynthia kind of like crosses that bridge on the middle. Like she's theater, yes, and movie, yes, which I think it kind of works for both medium, and people can accept her. Like she kind of cuts right in the middle, and she feeds that medium that we all want to bring out because we now. I think she would like whoever your guys' suggestion. I feel like they would bring it, but I feel like people will kind of like not get them in like a movie standpoint. Like they will bring it, but like for stage presence, I feel like it'd be really hard for them not to overact, which is something a lot.
And that's something I want to touch on as well. Do you need to say something, Jim?
No, Paula, go ahead because I want to say something about to Zariah because I'm going to defend Jessica Voss. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say that.
I love Jessica Voss. I do. I love her work, but I feel like I just don't think she would bring it for a movie standpoint. Like I'm thinking like middle ground both ways.
I see that, but like
well, okay, so I want to talk about the acting between theater and acting for the camera. So I feel like Cynthia did such a great job here acting for the camera, especially for such a complex character like Elphaba. Like there's so much, I'm sure there's so much going on in her mind, and for her to emote that, it's very difficult. And I know for personal experience, my acting for the camera teachers would often say, "Hey, you're overacting. This is a theater move. This is a theater block." And I know that it's actually very difficult to, especially if you're more theater, to transition to the subtleties of acting for the camera. It's something that you have to have skill for, and spend a lot of time understanding those nuances.
I agree. I think also, like me and Paula, we bonded over having a musical theater background. You have to be big to fill the stage.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Versus because you have to, the audience has to hear you. You might have a mic, but like you rehearse without a mic. You rehearse where your voice has got to touch. Like I don't know, Paula or Chloe, if anyone who's done musical theater where like when you're singing the show, the director would sit at the very last seat in the
Yep.
very back, and he was like,
Yep.
"I have to hear you, or your voice has to ring."
Right.
And I'll never forget, like from personal experience, like I doing an audition for like this play, and I'm sorry, for this musical, and the director got up and moved to the back in the middle of the audition.
Mhm. Yep.
And I remember going, I was like, oh God, he doesn't like it. And he's like, I like it, but I just want to make sure if you can project. And it's like, he's like, you can project, but your voice started to get unhealthy because you were
Mhm.
forcing yourself to. So I made my voice too big. I felt like, too small. And that's how you lose yourself. And I think in the camera, you have to, I guess, kind of make yourself smaller because the camera is such a limited space.
Right.
And there's less complexities of like hitting your mark. Are you sure you're in the right
Right.
spot? Did you come on the right timing? Is your
Right.
voice healthy? Did you drink your water? Did you drink your
Mhm.
Sprite? Did you pee before you go on stage? Because you're not gonna have the next pee break until the next costume change. That's 20 minutes
Right.
from now. Also, you got all this heavy material and you got to run from this side of the stage. So like, there's a lot of
Mhm.
moving elements that I do feel like Cynthia did not have to worry about, which I think is
No,
a
but they
very
were.
good
I think
thing.
weren't they performing live?
They were singing
Right.
live, but I'm saying like there's not the rush of did I hit my mark? Am I in my light? Am I in somebody else's light? Did I forget my line? Did I
Or
project
am I
all the way to the
singing?
back of the room?
Yeah, to the back of the room. Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
live.
Am I, or my
Mhm.
personal favorite, am I flat? I'm flat. And they're like, you're not flat. I was like, I think I'm flat. And they're like, you're not flat. I'm like, are you sure? Because I felt like I was flat. I was like, Trey, your mic is on. Oh, Mom, no!
Trey, what? Oh my lord.
Like, Trey, your mic's on. Oh, sorry. Oh,
Oh my
but
god.
and to the right point about Jessica Voss, if you guys are on TikTok, you know that when they're talking about this, like this is a picture of like yourself, of like this person's not seeing Wicked, and it's like a picture of somebody younger, and it's like a younger version of themselves. Like this is who's seeing Wicked. That's Jessica Voss is vocal. Like she is a powerhouse Elphaba. She was like for to be an Elphaba, especially an anniversary Elphaba, you gotta bring it. She was a 15th anniversary Elphaba.
Wow.
I mean, so I feel like Jessica Voss could have done the role justice, but I feel like I completely understand Cynthia Erivo. You know, can we talk about how? I'm sorry, Dion. How Taylor? You remember when it was announced that Ariana and Cynthia got the role, and Taylor Louderman from Mean Girls, who was Regina, the original
Oh, she was
Regina,
crying.
she was crashing out. She was going off. I mean,
She was upset.
I remember one time going, I was like, I remember I DM'd her like, damn bitch, is it really that bad? Like for real? For real?
Everyone preferred Cynthia's green coochie, I guess.
Oh.
Hey, the green will humble you. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
All right. Moving on.
This was fun. I'm going home.
You are home.
I need an adult.
You're inside your house right
I'm
now.
going
Trey.
to a safe space.
Oh,
I
shit.
need
I don't
some
know.
sensory
Green is
break.
in. You got the Jolly Green Giant. You got Hulk. You got She-Hulk. You got Alphaba. Green is in. I don't know.
Green
Swamp
has
Thing.
always been in.
Yeah. Green's in.
What you mean?
But
What you mean?
but what was you guys
Sensing nasty word.
nasty? Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
I should
god.
put the picture up right now. I should put the picture
Sensing
up.
nasty words.
Hold on.
Can I do that? Let me figure out how to do that shit. But
Sensing
do that.
nasty word.
oh shit. What was you guys favorite song? Favorite song, the whole thing.
Visually or vocally? Do we do like
Girl.
There it is. Yeah.
I purposely have not put this on anything for that.
Nice, yo. I'm gonna get you some more next time I see you.
Yes, please.
But I mean, just not technically. Go ahead. Give me your input technically and the other version you mentioned. Go ahead.
I said physically, like was it visually or vocally? Because I know like there was one I liked, like I kept listening to over and over again, but the visuals are kind of like and and then there's one where it's like, oh, I like this one both ways.
Both. Let me know. Let the audience know. You guys got insights that not a lot of other reviewers have because you are performers. So everyone's kind of giving the basic stuff, but you guys are really giving the insights of the intricacies of the acting, the performance, and all the technical aspects of it. So please, yeah, go for it.
So like visually and vocally popular, in Defying Gravity, and then for like the one I listen to a lot is Dancing Through Life because the song keeps getting stuck in my head, and that's pretty much it. The other ones are kind of like I guess Mourn the Wicked was good, but a lot of the other songs I kind of forgot about. I think I only remember like 3 songs. Like for like this.
Cut her mic. Oh my god.
No.
Oh my
Oh, that's
god.
crazy.
That is not even sensing nasty
Oh,
work.
shit.
I just got targeted by diabolical, wicked work.
Oh my god.
Sensing wicked work.
This is
I'm gonna
why I
have to make
can't
that
say
for
nothing.
you,
I
man.
feel like I'm gonna get
Can we
attacked
make-
right now.
Can we make that as a sticker with Paula, but instead of sensing nasty work, it's sensing wicked work, but her with like a witch's hat?
Oh, make her green.
Please.
Y'all want to make Paula green?
Picture, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Picture?
Sensing
I'll-
wicked work.
freaking
If you got a
cute.
hat.
I'm gonna work on it.
Please.
I'll get the artist. I'll get the
Green
artist
is
to
my
work on it.
favorite
Someone
color.
Someone get Paula an Elphaba cosplay right now.
I would.
Please.
I straight up would.
I want to wear her.
Hit the note,
dance
Paula, hit the note.
dress.
Well,
The one
shit,
that
you're the
she
makeup
wears
artist.
the
Y'all could
dancing.
put the makeup.
No,
get the
Hit the
literally.
note, Paula, hit the note.
Yeah,
You can buy
Yeah.
the makeup.
Chloe
It's
and
called
Zariah are
Alpha
the
Green.
makeup artists.
Yeah,
Oh
no, my
my
right there,
God.
bro.
My kid's
Y'all,
No,
my
I'm
I will
serious.
do
You
this
can buy
dead
the
ass.
makeup from MAC. It's called Elphaba Green. You can order it
Mhm.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will do
And
that.
also because Paula, there's been black women who've played Elphaba on Broadway, like standbys
Right.
and understudies. So
Right.
of course they're gonna have different shades of green for black, brown, white, you name it,
Mhm.
pink, blue, and the Bendigo, different shades. So like you might let's do this. Shit.
I want to do it, and I want to go to Universal after.
Please. Like, I've always wanted someone to do a Glinda and Elphaba look with. Like, I honestly
So-
want to wear.
You want to be
Can we let's storm the Phillips Center?
Between Liv and Chloe, who would be Glinda? Between Liv and Chloe,
Oh my gosh, both of you.
both of
Two
them.
Glindas. That would be
Oh, it's double cast.
Okay,
Is it double
okay.
cast?
So that means Chloe, you wear the blue dress, and Liv, you wear the pink dress.
There was a blue dress.
Yeah,
Isn't
in
in
the
the
play.
musical,
in the
it's a
Broadway.
blue
Yeah,
dress.
yeah. Glinda's
Oh,
dress is
okay.
blue in the
Kind of
play.
go with
We get it in part
bubble,
2.
because of the bubble.
The iconic bubble.
So the
braid.
pink dress that she wears in the first act when she comes down with the crown, in the
Yeah.
musical, it's a blue dress. It's a
And
very
her
pretty
Dancing
dress.
Through Life dress is also like yellow in the play.
Pink.
Like, she had like a bunch of
No,
different
One
colors.
Short Day. Get it
One
right.
Short Day is
One
yellow.
Short Day. Yeah.
Okay.
Was
One
it
Short
One
Day.
Short
Are you a
Day was
Wicked-
yellow?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all know
Okay.
that meme where it's that
I
lady.
think I
like,
watched
Are
the
you a
one.
Nicki
I think the
fan?
one production I watched got it right because I swear they had her in a yellow dress in the production I watched. So they must have got it wrong.
You guys know that video where that lady's like, "Are you a Nicki fan?" She's like, "Pull up in the Sri Lanka." What? Zariah said, "Defying Gravity, popular." Like that was Zariah the whole time.
What?
Wow. This is why I didn't want to do this, Dion. You see, I'm getting attacked right now.
Zariah said, "Pull up." Like, "Are you a Wicked fan?" Dancing through like no.
What?
Mm-mm.
I said it
She
in
said
the
no one
beginning, but I
mourns the
wasn't-
Dancing Through Life. Mm-mm.
Oh shit, man.
Mm.
Chloe, what are
Who's
your
next?
thoughts? Best song, favorite
Oh,
song, I guess.
I cheated. I put 4.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you
Okay.
did.
So. I honestly think my favorite is going to be either No One Mourns the Wicked or Popular. And it's so hard. It's like trying to choose your favorites is always too freaking hard. But I really love all that they added to in No One Mourns the Wicked, especially with all the visual elements to it. Because there have been so many people that I'll show the Broadway production, like that snippet, and they will have trouble piecing together what's going on because it's all of like the flashbacks intermixed with it and all of the stuff that's going on during it. And I think the visual elements for that song elevated it so much. And seeing Glinda mourning Elphaba real time was like heart wrenching.
Because like, doesn't like anybody who played Glinda always make her have a smile?
Well, I mean, I think
She like
it
smiles
depends
to the
because
song.
different actresses play the role differently. Like Brittany Johnson, the first ever Black Glinda, she does it. She starts off like, I have to be happy, but as the song is going, you can clearly see like I'm losing. I lost my friend, but I have to keep this facade going because the wizard's gone, and if I grieve her, I'll look like a traitor.
Mhm.
So, like in the book, for example, I'm sorry, Chloe. Like in the book, when they're like the Wicked Witch of the West is dead, Glinda goes to the castle in her bubble and she finds the puddle, and she has a full-blown mental breakdown because in the book, Glinda has a husband. It's not Fiyero. Her husband is now stuck in war. Her best friend is dead. All the people she's ever known have now died or been gone. She has no one. So in the musical, No One Mourns the Wicked die alone. She's not talking about Elphaba. She's talking about herself because she knows Fiyero truly loved Elphaba. She had Fiyero. She had nobody. Yeah, Fiyero was by her side, but he didn't love her. He didn't want no pink coach. He wanted green coach.
Jesus.
He said, why pop bubbles when you can defy gravity? I mean,
Hey,
Oh my
ooh, I like
God.
that.
hey,
Put that on a
you gotta
t-shirt.
trademark that. You gotta trademark that shit, bro.
Where's
Hell yeah.
Joe? I'll send that to him.
And I mean, like with him holding the lantern in the fog is kind of sexy. So like, it's a good match.
It's so hot. Ooh, I'm tingly. Ooh.
Wait, don't they have like that horny song with Elphaba and Fiyero? Oh yeah, I can't wait to
Yeah.
that.
Yes, as long as
As
you're
long as you're
mine.
mine.
As long as you're mine.
Because in the book they fuck, right? Like in their
Yeah.
scenes, like they're like he's like
Yeah.
yeah, like in the book, like he is literally in the book. It's like he pulls out his dick
His broomstick.
because
Bro, Mr.
Because
George was kind
in the
of graphic.
book, because in the book, Fiero's people have like diamond like engraved into their body, like it's just the way in the book. But in the musical, they tried it, but it looked like there was like a smudge on his face when they were doing the tryouts. So in the book, it talks about how he has a diamond on his dick. Like this book is graphic, you guys.
Georgie was like,
Bro,
he was
like,
very
his shit, like,
It's
explicit.
not a kid
diamond?
book.
Damn, like Colossus and that shit.
This is
Oh,
it's
Chloe, is it in
literally
the book or
smut is
not?
literature. Smut is literature. Like that is smut. Like
Oh my God, that's crazy.
no, it's so
what
good
was I saying?
though.
I didn't think this Fiyero was cute.
No one did.
Oh, okay, good.
Y'all don't like, you guys don't find Jonathan Bailey attractive?
Jonathan
He
Bailey
plays-
is so hot.
Jonathan
He
Bailey
plays
is
for
sexy.
my
He was getting
team.
it. I don't know what y'all were talking about.
He wasn't.
That
he was
young
not-
man plays for my teams, and I felt nothing. I was dry.
He
I
was
was like-
getting it. I don't know. See, me and Chloe watch Bridgerton, so I think we're kind of biased.
He's Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what it is.
But he was, I
Okay.
think he was hotter in this than Bridgerton. Because in Bridgerton, he looked like a baby. In this one, he had beard.
A
And
baby
Bridgerton
with a
did
beard.
not have a baby face.
Yeah, he had like no beard. Like his beard was shaved.
Soraya,
he
don't
looks
defend
young.
him. That man.
I just like
No.
it was the raising eyebrows for me and the eyes, and I was just like, what is this man doing?
No, for
He's
real.
being
He
his
was
cocky
sexy
little
with his
prince.
eyes.
Because Paula, no, I agree. Because I was like my coworker, she's like, who is he? He's so hot. And Trey, he's gay. He plays for your team. And I just went,
He was bisexual, but yeah, sure.
I went, okay. And she's like, you don't think he's hot? It's like, girl, shut the fuck up and watch a movie. Bitch.
You
Hand me
know
my
it's bad when
popcorn.
Trey doesn't find it attractive.
Oh! Are you spicy? But, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Liv is eating this up right here.
Like silence.
Well, Chloe,
Stone.
what
What's
was
your
your-
input,
what
Liv?
was your-
No. Hold on, Liv. What were you thinking? Do you got a rebuttal?
He's attractive.
Oh.
And I don't know. He's the only Fiero I've seen. So
Okay.
and yeah.
So Trey, who is the hottest Fiero?
So it's 3-3.
Norbert Leo Butts, literally the original Fiero.
All right,
I think
hold
he's the
on.
hottest. And my Fiero, he was not Kyle D. Massey. Oh my god, he was in the Boy Band. Oh my god, Kurt Hansen.
Fiero.
He was good.
How do I spell this?
Kurt Han-
Fiero.
I've already said my
F-
favorite Ryan McCartan.
Fiero. Fiero. Fiero.
Yeah,
Oh, shit, I was
Yeah,
spelled it,
Fiero.
yeah.
Stage.
No, the one that Dion was talking about is not the actual Fiero. So like the actual Fiero is sexy.
What are you talking
Because-
about?
Okay, so in the musical, Fiero wears these tight white pants. Like they hug everything. So
You can
the
see his
first
ass.
scene is literally him. The first scene of him is not how he rode the horse into Oz, into Shiz. He's being driven by somebody and he's like hung over. It's implied he's hung over. And so he wakes up because he almost crashes into Elphaba, the driver. So he hops out and all you see is just bulge. He's like, what's up? And he turns to the side like, you've got ass. That's nice. Oh yes. I was like, I can sit through this. I was like, I can do this. Matter of fact, give me the pants. I'll do it.
Liv.
So Liv,
Liv
what's
is
your
serving
favorite
face,
song?
and I love it.
She really is. She's like you guys. She's like, this is a lot.
Defying Gravity, easy. The part where she's falling and she sees her child self in reflection,
That was cute.
everything.
That was
Yeah.
cute. That was cute.
That was
Yeah,
a
what
little
about
bit
you?
right there, yo.
I think they broke it up a little
is
too much.
dancing through
I
life.
kept getting blue balled because then they'd start speaking and then they start doing it again. They start speaking and it's like just sing the song.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
I
in the
don't know, in
Broadway,
my
it's a
opinion,
7
since-
minute straight just song. 7
Yeah,
minutes. Nothing
in my
interrupted.
opinion-
It's like we got it.
In my opinion, since Trey doesn't care my opinion, but anyway, in my opinion, I think I like the pacing because, like Austin said, the original, like the musical, is very fast. So I liked the break in the song. I don't know. I thought it gave more like storytelling beats because like I said, it's a movie. It's not a play, so we can't just have a bunch of people walking around the stage doing nothing. So I did like the visual. Now I do agree with everyone's saying about Defying Gravity. The setting is boring. Like the tower,
Who's
like
in that?
the tower in Defying Gravity, when they
Who's in
climbing up
that?
the stairs. Where they climbing up the stairs, like the setting is kind of like it's kind of dull. It's kind of dark.
How?
I liked it.
It's a tout.
Hey,
You talking about
Ryan,
what
we
you're
might
hearing
not
on the
watch
internet.
the same movie.
I'm not the only one who said this. I don't know why you guys
Oh.
look at. If you guys look at, I'm not the only one who said like the they're just like walking up the stairs. It was like it wasn't until they're actually on top of the tower where the visuals like looked better. Like it just like that's why the song feels a little like a little breaky.
How sexy
You
can you
just
make a
made
tower?
that up.
What? Like
You
I
made
mean,
that up.
I did not make it up. Look it up.
No, I'm sure that there are some people on the internet who agree, but I don't know.
Literally,
is it like
the
a Broadway
musical,
versus
it's a black
movie
screen.
version?
But
No,
Mariah,
movie.
how better can
Movie.
you get when it's literally the Broadway? That portion of the musical is just a black stage with a couple like rigs, literally, so she can fly. So they decorate it to look like it's.
I wasn't talking about the
column holding
play.
the tower. But I'm just saying, like, how better can you get from when the original? It's literally the screen is black. It's a couple boxes. Literally, the rig is set up.
No,
to
it
make
is
so
better
looks
than
like.
it's better than that. But it's just
So
like,
how can you say it's boring?
it's not it's not like the actual setting. I mean, like that's what made the pacing feel too long, because they were at that spot like where they're walking on the stage
Oh, I
a little
see.
too. That's why everyone felt, because they were looking at that tower for very long, and that's why it feels like it dragged a bit. But if you look at like the what Dion, what are you doing?
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I promise. I didn't say nothing.
No, like because I
I'm
loved
not
it.
in the cult.
I loved it. It's like,
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
No,
yo.
so-
like I'm at this point, I'm being very nitpicky, because all of us gave it like what, 8s, 8.5s, 9s. Like this is just nitpicky.
Are you sure you gave it 8? Because it sounded like you gave it a strong 2.
I gave it an 8.5,
Yeah.
8.5. I loved it, bro. Right now, I'm just being
Okay,
Did you?
I did. I'm just being nitpicky.
She loved it so much she's nitpicking it.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay. Genuine question. I still don't know if I'm understanding the wavelength of saying that, like that.
I think it could just be a
Set
color grading
wasn't-
thing for me.
I
I think it's because it just looked dark, and I couldn't understand. Like
Because
it's hard to
How can you
explain.
not understand her going up the tower getting chased by monkeys? What?
She's not getting
And
chased by
guards.
monkeys. No, not the
No,
no,
guards.
they're getting
guards.
chased by guards, not monkeys.
What I think you mean.
But the monkeys
is-
are outside looking for her.
right. What I think you mean is if you're not into, I feel like if you're not into storytelling, you wouldn't understand the significance behind this, like this scene. So at first, when I was watching the movie, I thought Defying Gravity was going to be in that plane land thing, like right before the chasm and then the desert, where she sang The Wizard and I.
No, but no, Defying
Uh-huh.
Gravity. I always knew the movie was gonna end in Defying Gravity. Like I already knew.
Yeah. Right. No, I'm saying I thought that song was going to take place in that setting. So when I understand what you mean by like it seemed a little bit long, because it seemed repetitive. It was music, something happens. Music, something happens. Music, something happens. And it was always like, especially for the first part of that scene, it was the music, then the guards find them, they have to move up. Music, something, catches on fire, they have to move up. Music, they're at the top, the guards are at the door. Music, oh, the guards are still at the door, type of thing. And then she flies off. It took a while to get her to fly.
But I did like the part where they're in the balloon, like the part with the balloon exploding and stuff. That part I like.
That was great. That was
That
different.
I love
good.
that part. I love the action sequence of it. I just feel like but it makes sense because you got musical and the music, and they're trying to tie with the action and a lot of stuff. It works. I just wish it was a lot faster because the guards are coming to get you, and they already. I feel like that's the part they didn't have to elongate as much.
I understand. It was a lot of I feel like also while they were singing, they were in one place. Like they weren't moving and singing, I don't think, in that scene.
No, they weren't. They were talking. They were having a conversation, which that's what
So
Defying Gravity
that's
is.
another
It's a
part of it,
conversation.
too.
So that makes sense.
Okay.
But I also I think to that point too is like if you look at the songs realistically from the musical, they're not long songs. On the list,
No,
I think
they're not.
No One Mourns the Wicked is the longest song in the entire 2-hour musical. It's like 11 minutes.
They stretched
Like
the
on the cast
Dance into Life for 9 minutes.
Like, okay, so on the CD, because I have the CD, it's 6 minutes and 40
course it is.
seconds. That's literally the hater. But it's 6 minutes and 40 seconds. But you gotta also include the blocking, her coming down in the bubble. But I think with Defying Gravity, you have to stretch it out, especially if it's not gonna end. Like if it didn't end on Defying Gravity, I think it would have been fine if they just left it how it was. But you have to build up the momentum of is she gonna fly? Because again, a lot of people, like for example, Dion and Liv, and Paula have never seen the musical. So of course you're like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And you have people who like myself and Chloe who have seen the musical, like my bitch gonna go. What now? I'm flying this way.
That's why I knew she was
flying
gonna
this
end that way.
But I think you have to stretch it out because you have to build that tension. If not, the moment falls flat. Like, do you honestly think if she just took off flying instead of falling, it would have had impact. Now the musical,
No, that
my
part is
good
fine. I'm just
sister,
talking about like the part where they're like
The
running.
leading
Like,
up to it.
yeah, because that
like,
part's fine.
leading up to it, I feel like you have to establish the world again.
Mhm.
Versus the musicals, like, look, they run off stage, they come around the same stage, but they go up a flight of stairs. I hope you're
Yeah.
happy. I hope you're happy too. And then you have to like get into
Yeah.
it because you have to start the ball going because
Yeah, you're right. You're
because
right. You're right.
Mhm.
you also have
I mean,
to
I
get
still
with
think
the
this is like
musical
the best was it musical movie that came out in like a long time.
ever.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
since
ever.
Grease.
Because like I feel like they
Also
they
With what?
no, because Trey was going to say something.
I'm sorry, my fault. Go ahead. Let me. You hear that? They've not let me defy gravity, sister.
What
They
the
not.
hell?
They're not.
Leave me alone.
She
Dion.
said no.
Yo,
Somebody
Trey, go ahead.
knows.
Go
This is
ahead.
not
Dion.
Soraya.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm staying quiet now. I'm staying.
You're staying quiet. No.
Well, yes. I mean, no. I'm kidding.
Okay, so if no one else is gonna go, I'm gonna go.
Go,
Yes,
Paula.
fine,
Go ahead.
ahead.
Okay, there happened one thing. Like, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I will say favorite songs: The Wizard and I, Popular, and of course Defying Gravity. I will get to those in a second. The No One Mourns the Wicked. I feel like that was a very classic musical theater opening. I really liked all of the choreography, you being introduced to that world, that leading up to it with the voiceover, and then seeing Dorothy and the Scarecrow and the Lion in that little snippet there, that little Easter egg.
That visual was
Um,
beautiful.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. It
Mhm.
was a very nice segue to the world that we are in. And it was a very big number. I like that big number opening. It's oh my gosh, it was just so musical theater to me. It took me back to my musical theater days like immediately. Okay. So for The Wizard and I loved that song. Oh my gosh. It was very musically great. I think that was the first song that Cynthia sang in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was her first solo. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it was great. I think it went well story wise. The setting was really great too, and it kind of lent that the tone of the Elphaba storyline as well, with that her stylistic singing being an allusion towards her upbringing and her way of life and like how she sees the world. Okay. Popular was so funny. My favorite part is when she was using the wand, it wasn't working. That was so funny to me. I love the setting. I love the dorm room, the costume for Glinda, whatever. Oh my freaking gosh. Loved it. It was giving Barbie meets Elle Woods meets, obviously Wizard of Oz. It was very cool. And oh my god, Ariana's acting was incredible. Honestly, I didn't really see just to kind of go off of Liv, I think she did a really great job like stepping into the role of Glinda. I didn't really see a lot of Ariana Grande in that performance. I think she did a really great job just being Glinda. But that's just me. And that's just something that I noted while I was watching it too. Okay, Defying Gravity. Oh my god, it was so good. Okay, so that was the first time I had ever heard the entire song. And I really liked the pacing. One of the first things I did when I came out of the theater was listen to Defying Gravity, but the Idina Menzel, Kristen Chenoweth version. And I noticed that the pacing was just so different. And I really liked Cynthia's embellishments and her stylistic choices. Just comparing those two was really special. The conversation between them, the setting was really great. It built a lot of tension to that last part. And it was really cool, and it was heartbreaking at the same time to see what happened to Elphaba. And I was just like, I can't believe I have to wait to see the second part of this film. But it was very great. I loved every part of it. I definitely would love to do a cover. Oh my gosh, Cynthia was just so good.
Hey, yeah, hell yeah, go for that shit, yo.
Yeah,
Go for that shit.
Adele Dazeem. What?
Oh my gosh, what
Girl,
fuck is
okay,
least favorite
so-
outfit? Oh, we in a private chat.
So the private, we were talking about like Zariah said hot take Adele Dazeem, which is so it was like 2014, 2015. John Travolta is presenting Idina Menzel in one of my favorite musicals, If Then, when she's performing the song. This motherfucker apparently don't know who this woman is, because instead of saying Idina Menzel, he says, "Welcome, Adele Dazeem." And you can clearly see the curtain going. And Idina. But you can clearly see her, and the camera is on her, and she's like,
Oh my god.
like she literally does the Abbott Elementary. And then she's like, right. And then she's like, right, I gotta start singing. Hey, you there? And it's
I
like,
want to see that.
like she's literally like,
She closed it
standing
so hard.
off on the side, and she's went. The curtain is literally, it goes up, and she's like, and you can see the cast members, they're frozen. They're like, who? Does he not know who the fuck she is? Like, you could clearly see her face, and John Travolta died. He did his big one. He's like, yup, Adele,
No.
my girl. He's like, my
No.
good sister, and she's
No.
like, who? She did a what? Like, the music, the conductor has started the music, and she's like,
That's terrible.
and you can clearly see in her face, like, fuck, I gotta start singing. Because Adina is a cusser. She cussed somebody out. She's like, hey, you there? Like, she's not even singing. She's talking, hey, you there? And that face in the mirror. And then she's like, no, get over it, girl, because this is the Tonys. Like, she is pissed.
Damn, this was on the Tonys?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like-
the Tonys.
This was at the Tonys?
Like, yes. He's standing off on the side. Welcome to the stage.
Nasty
Idina
work.
Menzel with the cast of If Then. The curtains rise, and she's like,
I gotta find this.
and it's
my God.
the conductor is already started.
No.
And she's just a good 8 seconds of who the fuck? And you can see the people in the back like they're frozen. They're like, what the fuck?
Nasty work
Ooh.
alert.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
who the fuck?
Oh no. It
Go,
was
wait, Lynn, did you find it?
it's
Did you
a-
see it? Did you see it?
Oh,
Shit.
Like,
Hold on. Give me a second.
it's so perfect. Like,
She is literally like, who the
She
fuck?
embraces it too now, doesn't she? She embraces it as well.
She does
It's
now.
so
but
many
she's not,
memes.
like,
She embraces it. That's why I love her for it, bro.
you can clearly see in her face, who the fuck is Adele Dazeem? It's like it clearly says Idina Menzel.
Hold on, I put in the right one. Put in the right one.
also, it's
yeah,
so
what was your
cool that I
favorite?
forgot to mention.
Oh, say what,
go
Trey?
ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, I absolutely forgot to mention What Is This Feeling as one of my also
So
like
good.
top picks.
What is this
I like this
Clothing
I like all the
so
songs,
creative,
honestly. I just
Mhm.
for your face, your clothes,
Your face, your voice, your clothing.
Let's
not
just
everyone
say,
does like
I love it all
so Trey,
better.
question.
Huh?
Is does Elphaba and Glinda have a romance?
What?
Because everyone keeps
Shut
shipping
your,
them.
shut your nasty ass
Because
up.
everyone's saying what is
Absolutely
he?
not.
He is the first one to be shipping two dudes every time we have like what? Remember Paula's script? Paula's script, you're the first one to ship them. So I'm asking you
Because
a
them niggas
general
was
question.
gay. Sorry. Sorry.
You don't think What Is This
Sorry.
Feeling was gay too?
Sorry.
What the heck? He wasn't
No.
really like totally off though, but anyway, go ahead. They were
Hello,
10 years
one thing
apart.
about me- One thing about me, I may be a little stupid and a little crazy in the head. Okay, a lot of crazy in the head, but I can sense sexual tension anywhere.
Jesus
Hello, listen, let me tell you something. You guys know I will. Y'all know I will tell it all. And then
Dion,
Not
what's your favorite
me.
song? Dion.
Not me mentioning the word brother in that entire first act, sir. That's why I said that. That's why they called each other brother.
sure.
As he's sipping the tea. As he's sipping the tea.
Robbie messaged me off on the side, and he's like, "They're gay, right?" It's like, "Yeah." And then when we were giving the feedback, he was like, "They're not gay." I was like, "No, they're gay." And he's like, "You wrote the script with her?" I was like, "Hell no, them niggas is gay. Stop playing with me." I was like, "No, stop playing with me."
Are you serious?
Nasty work
Yeah,
alert.
like, stop
Nasty
playing with
work
me. I was
alert.
like, stop playing with me.
That's
And he's
crazy.
like, "Got it." Robbie just went, "Got it." He's like, "Got it." He's like, "Got it."
Oh shit.
Yeah, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song. So my favorite initially it was Popular. I was basic, right? Still basic, but I think my most favorite now is gonna be, of course, Dancing Through Life. I think that's
you play that shit on
that-
repeats.
that shit is catchy. I think Defy Gravity
It
was
is.
visually the best out of the whole film. The pacing, like you guys mentioned, built the character up. Seeing her reflection of her as a child as she's falling down, that's
what helped
Yo,
me. I didn't
that
the
is-
pacing,
that's some next level shit. And then when she actually started flying with the black
like that
her
shot.
cloak, it's very Superman. That's a superhero origin story. Like she literally was like a superhero at that point, yo. Super anti-hero. I don't know.
Anti-hero. She was an
Anti-hero. I don't know about villain, but anti-hero.
Well, okay, so sorry, Dion. One of the things that was confusing to me was like how Elphaba became "I'll get you, my pretty," in Wizard of Oz. Like I didn't understand.
That's where I'm at too, but I try to view because Raya said that they were canon. I'm like, oh, Wicked is the official sequel.
I never
to
said
Wizard
there
of
was
Oz.
canon. He
You
put
said it was
words in my mouth.
canon, so
I never
I
said
thought-
that. I just
how-
said just to give you an example, I was like, think of it as a prequel. I never said it was canon though.
you literally said.
I
that
will
it was
say
canon.
this. According to the estate of L. Frank Baum, the originator who wrote The Wizard of Oz, nothing other than his works are canon. Everything
Exactly.
else his
Yes.
estate consider is fan fiction. Wicked just so happens to be the most popular
Popular
Mhm.
fan
fan
fiction.
That's what I
Right.
thought too. Okay.
Yeah, because me and Zara have been going back, and
Because-
I'm like, yo,
I
it does
never
not
said
add
it was
up to the Wizard of
canon.
Oz. Like they really want to fight each other. It's like the original, the
Now-
Wicked Witch of the West is evil. Glenda's good. Like
Yep,
there's no,
Chloe's right.
there's
Right.
no layer between that.
And then I didn't understand how the Wicked Witch of the East dies, and then like she's also disabled. Anyway, it didn't make sense
Okay.
to me.
So in the book, Nessa Rose is born without arms. She doesn't have arms.
Oh.
But in the musical, when they were transitioning over to the musical, they said we're not going to find actresses who don't have arms. So we're going to make her wheelchair bound so we can have the actress, like, it's not going to be hard.
I think it
You can
worked in
find
their
an
favor.
able-bodied. It did work in their favor. because
They worked
in
well
the
with
book,
the
Nessa Rose doesn't have arms, and Elphaba tries to uses the Grimmery to give her a spell. Because again, Elphaba's been hiding for like 10 years at this point. She goes to her sister when she finds out their father has died. We need to rally the Munchkins and storm the Emerald City. Nessa's like, I got no arms, bitch, but sure. Also find out I'm the Wicked Witch of the East. Because Munchkins don't. She's like this. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Because she trapped
like,
in
look, bitch.
Munchkins.
We ain't got no. She's like, no, bitch.
He's imprisoning
I
him,
can't
so
help
Bach will
you.
stay with him.
She's like, exactly. So Bach is like a servant and all this stuff. And then, spoiler, Madame Morrible brings the tornado to come to Oz. And my bitch Elphaba's like, fine. You don't want to help me?
Paula, wait. I have a question before Trey gives you any more information. I have a question for you. Did you figure out anything like everybody in like the first act you can see in the movie? There are hints to be characters from the Wizard of Oz. Like can you guess who's who? Like, did you get like a
The first act. Hold on.
Wait.
like Liv too? Like Liv
Liv's
is
gonna
like
get it.
like,
Wait a minute.
because Trey's giving too much, and I'm like, did they get like some of
Am
it
I?
before? Because
Okay,
they
exactly.
kind of
Close.
foreshadow
Clock
it.
Sorry, what is the question that you're asking me?
Because like they kind of foreshadow all the information Trey is giving, and I don't want him to like ruin like that that mind blowing. Because Dion got it with that mind blowing, Martina got it with that mind blow on their own. So I don't want him to give too away.
Well, so what
But
it is?
Zariah, I'm sorry, hold on real quick, Paula. But Zariah, in the book, those people who you're hinting at, they do not turn out who you think they are. They had to change it because in the book, there's like 50 million characters who got cut. There's at least 20 characters who got cut. But I'm saying who you are saying does not equal who they are in the book, except for one. But
maybe
the writer never not even her. The writer confirmed. Well, he left it up to us to interpret who the last person was out of the four. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm saying it was like Chu kind of like combined both of it. So we're like with the way Chu did it is that you can kind of still guess it, even though it's like in like he got some of the information from the book and he got some information from the play and he kind of combined it.
Okay.
So you can still kind of guess it.
So what you're asking me, so I haven't seen Wizard of Oz in a very long time. I'm going off of very, very hazy memory here. But you're talking about like the lion and the scarecrow and the tin can? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The Tin Man, not the Tin Can.
Tin Man. Liv can come in too, because I know. Liv, have you seen Wizard of Oz or?
I've seen Wizard of Oz, yes.
Okay. Because I like to do this. It's kind of fun when you figure it out. So.
I mean, other than that Easter egg of them walking down the yellow brick road that was in that first scene, like one of the first scenes of the movie. I don't think I did. The propaganda was something that like really tipped me off. I was like, oh my gosh, this was in there too. But someone told me a lot about it before I saw it though, so I know that what's the song called? Hold on, I have the list here. Wait. A Sentimental Man was a very important song. And then you just saying about the tornado and Madame Marble kind of connected dots for me.
Yeah, because she controls the weather.
Right. And then you saying that Elphaba's going to use the Grimry for her sister, that makes sense to me too. Like I can see how that's going to play in.
Do you know? Yeah, I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you guys. I don't remember where this was in the Defying Gravity scene. I don't know if this is after Elphaba like took off. Their father has a heart attack and he dies because in the musical they talk about like his death and how Nessa Rose, being the last child, technically becomes the governor of Munchkinland, and then she becomes the Wicked Witch of the East. Because in the book, I wish I had my book because it has the map of Oz. She's literally in the east. Like Munchkinland is literally in the east. So,
that's what I kind of figured too.
So, I mean, I look at it too. Like, there's a lot of complexities, but again, with the musical, like, I hope you guys check out this podcast called "A Sentimental Men," where they interview former Wicked Witches, so like different Elphabas, Glindas, Fieros, from Broadway and on. And Stephanie J. Block, she was the sixth Elphaba, but she was so good. So fucking good. She was the one that basically was going to originate the role, but because she didn't have a Broadway credit, Idina Menzel swooped in. Like, that's literally what happened. They're like, Stephanie, we love you. We built this show around your voice. Like, if you look at Idina Menzel, she struggles through the entire show. And then you watch clips of Stephanie J. Block, she is literally gliding through the show. Like, she does certain things. Like, she did it in the podcast. She talked about, there's a scene in No Good Deed where she stutters. Too much to mention. She talked about, we were reading the show and I lost my place and they kept it. She's like, there's moments where like I messed up and they kept it. Or there's moments where she's like, I'm not fucking doing that. So we take that shit down. So she was saying there was characters that were cut. Like in the book, there was a nanny that came with, I'll just say Nessa and Elphaba. They cut her.
Yeah.
And she talked about in the original, Madame Morble was going to open the show. Because in the book, Madame Morble opens the book. She is telling what's going on, and then we go into what happened. What else did they cut? They cut a character named Nick Chopper. He was cut because he's like, girl,
You mean he was
shut
chopped?
the fuck up.
Yeah.
Cut everybody's mic.
Yeah.
Nick Chopper.
Y'all are pulling Bradley jokes right now.
Nick Chop.
Sinister, so sinister.
Damn.
But there's different moments where like they had to cut these characters because we'll be here forever. Like Stephanie said, the original script was 4 fucking hours.
Jesus.
So yo,
She's like the script. She was like the script was 4 fucking hours. She was like, guys, there was a scene that was 13 minutes long of Dr. Dilliman's funeral. She's like, that shit had to go because the poor actor is in a box.
Oh
like
God.
Dr. Dilliman get like gutted
Yeah.
in the book.
In his little cage.
Yeah, he's murdered. He's murdered.
Poor
in the
Dr.
book.
Dilliman. They made me feel for the CGI goat.
Oh shit! The goat. They got the goat in the book.
Bro.
Yeah, he's
They
gutted.
murder
Like,
him.
they show his
Oh
death in the book.
no!
I mean, they
Damn.
tell you
Alpha
his death
finds
in
his
the book.
head.
Y'all, my
So
dad.
she's looking through Oz and she's looking through the Emerald City and she stumbles upon a door and she finds Dr. Dilliman's head hanging
That's
on the
fucked
palace walls.
up.
And that's what
Bruh.
by
That's
the
Leon's
by
favorite
the halfway
character.
point of the book, like the last third of the book, Elphaba's losing her fucking mind. Like she's
I don't
losing
blame
everybody
her.
she's
That's
ever
what I kind
loved.
of figured. Like I really was like, yo, something really like she really must have been like distraught for her to turn into the Wicked Witch of the West like that, like the one from Wizard of Oz. Like I really thought
like
like
also
was driven to madness.
there's a one thing I love about the book is they explain why she's so mean to Dorothy. She because she is so paranoid that someone's out that everyone's out to kill her, she casts a spell so she doesn't go to sleep. So she's sleep deprived on top of I lost my sister, my lover, my best friend, my teacher, my family, everyone I've known and loved.
My
no
mom
thinks I'm a
refused.
traitor. My mom, my sister, and her red bottom. I've lost everything. And nobody can. And she's also homeless too. She is homeless at
Right.
this point. She's lost everything. So of course she's paranoid. She has nowhere safe to go.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, what this is one of my favorite lines is the bitch is crazy from the book. The bitch is crazy. It's Fiyero talking. Like the bitch is crazy. I'm not going like,
That's a direct
I
quote?
love it.
Oh shit!
Yes, it's like, I
Damn.
love it. Fiyero's like the bitch is crazy.
Damn.
Say hi to everybody.
Liv, did we get your favorite song? Or
Yes, it was Defying Gravity.
already? Okay. Damn, yo, I didn't know. Yeah, Trey, go for it, man. Go for it. Your favorite song from the movie. This is gonna be in depth.
So The Wizard and I was in my audition book for 5.5 years.
Really?
That is my go-to. That is my go-to.
I love
And
that.
and this is not even trying to be funny, I kept it in the original key. So I would be hoarse after my audition. I would be hoarse. They'd be like, the wizard, and finish it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go and to the hospital. Thank you.
Damn, that's incredible.
My voice teacher's like, that's so unhealthy. And I was like, I don't care.
Yep.
I want the part. They're like, that's not healthy. You're gonna not be able to sustain anymore. I said, too late. 2 years later, vocal damage. I was like, yep, he was right. But I love The Wizard and I because it's such a showy. It's so to like my musical theater people, it's considered 11 o'clock number, meaning like on Broadway they all will start at 9 o'clock. So by the time you got to the very end of like the main character's like big solo, it was at 11 o'clock. So that's considered 11 o'clock number, and it's a big deal. And like every Elphaba has talked about like that's such a hard song to sing fresh out the gate because you start off at 10 and you need to get to 102 minutes. Like you start off at a G, and a G is hard to maintain for just for a soprano, let alone an alto, a tenor, let alone a soprano. Like that's hard to maintain. So it's a hard song to build, and it's a lot of complexity. Like she's excited, but she doesn't want to be seen arrogant. She's scared, but she wants to be happy for herself. Like Elphaba at this point has never experienced joy, so she doesn't know how to react because her whole life she's felt like she's been like this awful being. And we've all been there, And I think people like when I was doing this workshop. No, I'm sorry. I was writing something. I was writing when I was writing Rainbow Connection and I finished it the first time. I was like, I have my Wizard and I moment. Did that really just happen? Did I really write my first TV pilot? Like that was me. And my roommate goes, "Shut the fuck up, dude! It's 4:00 in the morning. Turn that damn shit off." I'm like, Steven, shut up. Like I love the Wizard and I really like it. I think her traveling throughout Shiz is good because in the musical she does travel throughout Shiz. The one thing I wish they kept was like the arm throw. Chloe, you know what I'm talking about, where she like. Because she's basking in the glory of who she is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my favorite, but I really like One Short Day.
Yes.
Because you have the cameo from, I don't know if you guys caught the cameo, Idina Menzel, Kristen, Steven, both Stevens.
The girls were screaming in the theater for that.
Winnie Holtzman.
My theater was clapping and going crazy.
I remember one theater like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, bitch, that's Steven Arenas. Shut your ass up. Matter of fact, security, he's singing.
That was a D Mazel, bro.
That was Adele Dazeem, seriously. But like, they had all these different cameos from like the original creative team. So like both Stevens, the Stevens were the security guards. Adele, shit.
It's caught on.
I get it, John Travolta. I get it now. Idina and Kristen were the two storytellers, and then Winnie Holtzman, she was the voice of the bear in the beginning of the movie.
Oh,
and Winnie Holtzman, she wrote the script. I mean, for the musical, and also, Winnie talked about how she spent a lot of time with the original writer Gregory Maguire when she was writing the script. So that's how she got a lot of like the context and nuance and how to get rid of certain characters. So that's my favorite moment. But when One Short Day, when like Idina and Kristen are there, that's literally the lore from the book. Their whole section is lore from the book. That's it. It's sort of like exposition that was never in the musical.
okay.
Here's exposition.
That's where I was wondering if that other movie was good to watch, but then y'all said no, so.
I just think if you need to watch Wizard of Oz,
yep.
I think you need to do that. I think there's bootlegs of Wicked on Broadway. I think you need to watch
Slime tutorials.
Okay.
Slime tutorials. And I will happily send you my favorites.
Please.
I think you need to watch the Donna Vivino, Ali Mazzi one. That's good as fuck.
Okay.
That's the one I saw.
Because let me tell you something. Donna was leaving the musical. That was her last day with the musical. So she said, fuck the rules. I'm going to riff like motherfucking crazy. You bitches can't stop me. End of Act 1.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Love that for her.
And she's like, I'm never coming back to the production, so I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. And she's like, well, what you going to do about it? You can't fire me. My contract's up at midnight. But those are my favorites. And then I like Something Bad with Dr. Dillerman. I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
I like that because, again, storytelling from the book.
CGI animals were beautiful.
They were really
good.
Y'all said the gladiator animals were awful, so.
No, they were trash compared to what they did in Wicked, and you felt for them too. I felt for that professor. I was like, damn, especially when that sign.
Right.
You saw emotion on the goat. I'm like, oh
yeah, there's
in the future when you saw the emotion on a CGI goat.
There's emotion on a goat. That's crazy, yo.
Well, this is
like,
probably really bad to say, but my dad, he saw that goat and he was like,
thinking some curry goat.
Yeah, he was like, we gotta catch that one for Christmas, and I was like, Dad, I'm the theater.
Oh shit, that's savage, yo, savage.
You didn't, bro. The goat was already.
Get behind me, Dr. Dillerman. Get behind me.
Right, that's what I felt. I was like, oh my god,
I got you, Dr. Dillerman. Get behind me.
He felt bad after though because of.
Do you guys know who voiced Dr. Dillerman?
Yes,
Peter Dinklage.
Okay, I knew it sounded familiar.
Didn't know at first.
Oh, you didn't know that Peter Dinklage
I
voice?
didn't know
No.
that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
the
even know
hell?
the
Oh,
songs
little
for the
scary short
feature.
guy. Oh, the
Yes,
guy from
yeah.
Game of Thrones is a little scary.
Yeah.
Because he's. Oh, I didn't mean to like. Oh, I didn't mean to like that. Oh, I didn't mean to like that. Oh,
I
Are
will
you
say,
sure?
I've never
I'm
seen a
positive.
mustache.
Liv is gone.
Oh god.
Liv is gone, yo.
I didn't mean. I swear. I was like. Oh,
Nasty
he
work.
is a little scary, but I didn't mean because he's.
Nasty work.
Oh,
yo.
Peter Dinklage, the guy from Elf.
Trey.
Something bad happening on the live stream.
Listen,
Oh shit!
I
yo,
love
but-
seeing a mustache on a snow leopard.
Did
That
y'all
was-
like Jeff Goldblum as the Wizard of Oz?
He ate down.
He
He ate down.
did. He
Mhm.
was doing
I
his
wish he was
thing.
slimier though. I wish he was slimier
Mhm.
Yeah, he needed more emote, bro.
because oh my
Yeah.
god, the Joel Grey, who was the original wizard in Wicked, he was like that man's like 100 and some odd years old. That man's old as fuck. Like he went to school with like Abe Lincoln. That man is old. Okay, that man is old. Respectfully, he's a legend, but he old as fuck. And so this man's like full, like this is a great grandpa on the stage, but he's busting, he's tap dancing, he's doing his big one, but he was slimy, like he was he was a bad dude. But like, I feel like he did a good job, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but especially I don't know Chloe if you noticed this, when they're at Shiz, the other lady who was like head of Shiz,
Yeah.
her lines were initially her lines were initially Madame Morrible. Those were Madame Morrible's lines. Like they wrote that character to kind of separate them. But Madame Morrible was the one who was like, "Oh, Elphaba Glinda, you'll room together."
Yeah, I noticed that too.
So like when Dr. Dillerman is fired, Madame Morrible comes into the room, not the other lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
Madame Morrible is heavily involved
Yeah, she's like evil.
in.
That makes a lot
Yeah.
more sense.
I like what they did with her more.
I did. I don't know if you guys noticed, but throughout the movie, I don't know if you guys her wigs kept going back
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because in the musical, as Madame Morrible descends into wickedness, they get bigger and they go back to show that she's gone evil.
Wow, really?
Did not notice.
Yeah,
that.
so
Yeah,
there-
those- yeah.
I didn't
So
notice
like
that
in,
either.
like if you look, they're slowly. So when we first meet her hairline's like normal. By the time Elphaba is like, ah, she's like back here. My bitch was back here. Because in the musical, they slowly get, and her makeup gets like she looks crazy. She looks like Joan Crawford from what's that movie? Oh my god. What happened to Baby
Reference
Jane?
from
Shit.
the musical.
there it
Yes,
is.
like
Yeah.
her wigs, her costumes get more elaborate because she's descended into like wickedness.
Wow.
Yeah, she's like starting like a red costume. Like she starts like
Yeah.
Mhm.
she looks like kind of like
Mhm.
light and cheery. Yeah. She starts like kind of
Yeah.
like
Wow.
Like Madame Morrible is great, and I don't know if you guys know this. So you guys remember Golden Girls Blanche? She played Madame Morrible on Broadway.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh.
She was great. She was like, "Oh, Miss Galinda, you will dawn with Dorothy, and there is Fiyero, that sexy hunk of a man of Oz." No, she didn't do that, but you know, you get the gist.
I did like that shot with Madame Morrible in front of the monkeys and then she turned around and revealing her evilness. That was
Oh, that ate dough.
Oh.
That was sinister. I said, she's taking
Like the
it.
poor
She's
monkeys.
taking it.
No, seriously.
That looked like
was
that hurt.
so
Like
cool.
that looked like I felt that. My back.
Yeah,
went,
you really feel, I was like,
"Ow."
you really feel the pain on their
Mhm.
faces.
Mhm. One of my
'Cause in the
favorites.
musical, they just like jump around. Oh, go. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I really liked the Oz contraption.
Oh, that was
yeah.
they did that,
Yeah.
they did that by
Yeah.
hand. That was like actually practical. That looked cool.
I didn't even know that was practical.
Really? That was
No.
awesome.
Half of the
John
sets are
and
practical.
He said he wanted everything to be practical, except for flying, because you can't do that. So but everything was built.
Yeah.
That was so cool, bro. I loved that. I loved
Did you-
Oz, like just the city of
Did
Oz.
you
The
guys-
set design was crazy.
The
man.
Emerald
Like,
City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The budget was budgeted.
Mhm.
Okay, where was
Yeah.
that for
And
us?
the color
Where was
correction
that
ruined
for
it, but it's all
us?
good.
Where was it?
I don't know.
There was all
Uh,
washed out, bro. You saw the behind the scene. Oh, that was a lot more green. You look at the actual thing, like, oh, that looks faded.
I don't know if you guys saw when Cynthia Erivo showed her filming Defying Gravity. She didn't have the broom bristle. She just had the stick, and
Yeah.
they added the bristles in. So it was just the stick. So I thought that was cool. But again, I feel like that would make a lot of noise. You're swishing it around. You might clunk yourself in the head and stuff.
Mhm.
So
Good point.
I mean, I think me personally, I think this movie did my 14-year-old self justice.
Mm,
I can't wait to see what happens next.
mhm.
But I really like that they took their time with it because like I don't know if you clocked this, Chloe. Literally the script from the musical is the script for the movie with a couple changes.
Yes!
That's it.
Really?
It's literally
It's
I
like
remember going like
it's
oh,
word for word.
I remember when they started talking, I was like, why do I know the word? Why do I know that?
Mhm.
How do I
This is
know?
so cool.
I went to my phone. I have the script downloaded, and I went.
Mhm, mhm.
That's so cool,
The
Trey.
whole time I was
I'm
like,
like-
Disney could never.
Right, that's what I said.
The whole time I
Oh
was
my
like, I looked at
God.
some animals. I saw the Simba trailer before the movie started. I'm like,
Right.
Disney can never.
Yeah.
Oh, Snow
Never.
White.
I
Remember
said,
the second showing the Snow White trailer
I
came
said
on? I'm like, this looks
Disney, count
awful,
your
bro.
days. Oh my God, that fuck ass
Mhm.
Bob on Rachel Zegler.
Mm-mm.
Them dwarves gave me nightmare.
That's-
Me and Juan were like, what the fuck was
Wait,
that?
did that come out already?
The trailer?
Nah,
it's
Snow
coming
White
out
trailer.
next year.
Oh, okay. I just
Hey,
watched
y'all-
the Hunger Games Songbirds and Snakes. I just watched that.
Ballad of
Inappropriate.
Songbirds.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
so
that was a
good.
musical too, right?
Huh?
The new one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
That
Because
was
the
she's
this
in
newest
one.
that one.
Oh yeah, Rachel.
Mhm.
What's her
She
face?
does a good performance.
I think so too.
Did you guys know that Renee Rapp auditioned for Glinda? Cut her mic. Cut it. No.
Why?
Yeah.
Why does she do
Because-
that?
Hot take. I don't think Renee Rapp's a good actress.
I don't even know who this is.
I don't know.
You guys don't know Renee?
Right
She
on the
was
camera.
Regina
Where do I leave?
in the Mean Girls movie.
She was.
She's the
She was
Regina in
like.
the
She
Mean
was.
Girls movie.
I don't think she's a good actress either. Because I saw the
She's
Mean Girls
not
movie. she-
Regina in the Mean
was-
Girls movie.
Renee
She
Rapp
is.
was
Yes, she
Regina
was.
plays
She's-
Regina
movie.
in the
The
Mean Girls
movie?
musical movie.
The musical.
Musical
movie.
movie.
Musical movie.
Now, music.
Rachel
Paula,
McAdams was
Paula,
Regina
you
in
trying
the
to
original
clock
movie.
T and you 20 years behind. Paula was trying to catch us like,
Listen,
yeah,
I'm older than y'all. I'm so much
Paula
older
was
than y'all.
like,
Yeah, but we all still
Paula's like,
seen the original
she
Mean
was
Girls.
not in the movie. And we're like, Paula, yes, she was. And she's like, no, you bitches are stupid. She's
She's talking
ready
about
to
Rachel
pull it out.
McAdams.
I didn't
And be
know.
like,
If you would have said musical, I would have understood, but I didn't know there was a musical movie.
it's not that good.
So my point that I said in the start of this live stream stands corrected after she just said that.
What?
Who else auditioned? Lady Gaga auditioned for Elphaba from the 2016
Mhm.
version.
Excuse
I'm
me?
sure.
Oh, that would have been
Did.
that would have
Yeah.
been that would have been awful. She would have been like, I'm not even gonna do that joke. Amanda
Nah,
Seyfried
shit.
auditioned for Glinda. Dove
I heard
Cameron
about her.
auditioned for Glinda. Taylor Lautner.
David,
She was crying.
she was crying.
She was
She,
crying?
I know she was on Instagram. This was her. It's so hard to care to care so much about a material,
Girl,
especially
bye.
when she's like this, when you throw yourself, like, I'm like, girl, calm the
And there's
fuck down.
people actually eating that up too.
Yes, and then
Mhm.
she was like,
they're eating out of the palm of her hands. Like, you were robbed. They were literally setting threats.
you
to,
were
like,
you were
Cynthia
robbed
and
They
setting
were-
threats to Ariana Grande for that. I'm like, bro, relax.
people
Ain't that
were,
serious?
people
But
were
the
saying like
theater
Ariana
kids.
Grande wasn't good, so she's like reposting all the slander of Ariana Grande. This is when it came out
Ooh.
in casting.
That's some
then she
nasty
did it-
work.
And then she went to a podcast. She went to a podcast.
Dion, put
and
that
she was
nasty
like,
work alert.
Yes, it was. She went to a podcast and was
Nasty
like,
work
well,
alert.
I've met Ariana Grande and I don't think she can handle Glinda. And then somebody was like on the podcast, didn't you audition for Wicked like 8 times and never got called in once? I was like, oh!
Oh my god. That's such a
Someone's
hater.
And Taylor went, so Mean Girls. I originated the role of, like, she had nothing else to say. She's like, so Mean Girls. So yeah, I auditioned for it. I originated for it. Like, she was stuck. And I remember sitting there like, get her again.
Damn.
Get her for me. That homosexual audition for Fierro, Shawn Mendes. Oh, girl.
Oh, Nick Jonas and Joe Jonas also auditioned.
Absolutely not. Grand closing. Spencer Sutherland auditioned for Fierro. Ryan, he aged horribly. Ryan McCartan auditioned for Fierro. Nicole Scherzinger auditioned for Elphaba.
That would have been. She's too old for Elphaba.
My bitch is 50. Stop playing with me. My bitch is 50. Stop playing with me.
She looks good, but like I don't think.
Elphaba was getting her doctorate.
Supposed to be in college.
What you?
Well, she was apparently getting
Well,
her.
like 50.
I guess her version of Elphaba was teaching at college. Cause bitch, what? Cause
Bruh.
my bitch is 50.
I feel like the max age has got to be like 30.
Right.
No, because
Or you could be
What?
Do you,
Cynthia
Zariah,
Erivo, she's
do
like
you know
38
40.
or 38.
Zariah, do you not realize that the Broadway
Hold on, my
musical
dad's
cut
calling.
off
My
for
dad's
Glinda
calling.
and Elphaba?
My dad's calling.
Because she knew she was about to get 8 up. She knew she was about to get 8 up.
Saved by the
Cynthia
Bell.
Erivo's
like
37.
Saved by the
Like
Bell.
the age range on Broadway, like you can't be 20, like you can't be older than 26, 27. Like you have to be from 18 to 26. Like that's the age range they want because you have to look young, especially in the green makeup. Because if you look old,
all
if you're
those
older,
lights.
you're gonna all those lights. You're gonna look older. Like you look harsh
Right.
anyway. But
I mean, I feel like
mean,
Cynthia's a young 37 though.
she's a hard 37. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Yeah.
What?
Damn.
She's a young 37.
I'm sorry.
And
So
I think before
mean-
this show, definitely a young 37.
Ooh, a cup. How'd that get here? Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Where did this come from?
Wow.
Oh my god. Where did this come from?
Wow.
Absurd.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
shit, Trey cooking her.
Y'all know I don't
Roasting
care.
her.
Y'all really
bro.
don't.
Me?
No,
sir.
Cynthia Erivo.
Oh.
Y'all know I don't
Roasting
give a
her.
fuck. Y'all know I don't give a fuck. Y'all know I don't. Y'all really
Okay.
don't. I'm gonna be.
Leon, any more
So
Who's
questions?
who's
who's
in the
who's
mood
gonna
headlighted?
do this? Have this entire stream?
Dion.
Say what?
Any more questions
She's
in
like-
that little paper?
I
of
was
yours?
like, whose idea?
Paper.
Oh, the shit's starting to hit.
Oh shit!
What?
I didn't know you.
Dion,
started
since when
vaping.
did you vape?
Girlfriend.
What?
Yeah.
You've been vaping this
When did you
whole
start
stream.
vaping?
Like a few months
I just
ago.
noticed that.
Yeah, he started taking edibles and everything, bro. Cost famous killed
No,
him,
no,
honestly.
no. I've been
Zariah,
on
why
the
you
edibles.
put this
Come on, yo. The feds is watching. Zariah, what are you doing? I just,
Damn.
Send a cease and
now,
Deron,
now,
send
now I got,
a-
now I got
Deron.
delete.
Dion,
now I
send
got
a cease
delete.
and desist right
Now I
now.
got
A
delete
cease
the
and
live stream.
desist.
You know what? I'm out before.
This.
He come back. There he is.
He said something last word.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Last questions.
Damn.
Well, you guys mentioned the Mean Girls musical that flopped. Joker 2 that flopped.
Well, Joker 2 wasn't
Um,
even supposed to be a musical.
It shouldn't
I
have been a
guess.
musical.
It shouldn't have been. It
It
shouldn't
shouldn't
have
have
been
been
made.
Musical.
That
Shouldn't have
shouldn't
been
have
made. That's true too. But why do you think Wicked is like as a musical is hitting where when's the last musical hit we've had like this?
Greatest Showman.
Grease.
Greatest show.
Oh yeah.
But I think for me, someone who has been in the Broadway community for a while and had I stepped away. Oh, Chloe, don't go. We love you. Who's gonna back me up? But
Wow.
I will back you up in spirit, Trey. I honestly would probably agree with any of the stuff he says about Wicked compared to like Soraya's takes.
Wow. You know what, Chloe?
Clock it,
That's nasty work. That's nasty work.
Nasty work.
Nasty
Chloe,
work.
before I go,
for you,
I want-
Chloe.
Before
All the
Chloe
things you
goes,
did.
I want to hear her opinion on this, and I want to.
All right, go.
She
Go
agrees
ahead.
with me on this one. I think with Wicked, out of all the musicals that have been adapted before Wicked, they didn't last long on Broadway. They did not last long. Yeah, they had a moment where like, oh my God, this is so revolutionary. But then it went, okay, it's another musical. Like Dear Evan Hansen was on for like 7 years. Prom was on for like a year.
Hairspray was like 2
Hairspray did 8 years. Did about 11 years. But they had to start stunt casting to keep it alive because nobody was seeing the show. What's another good one? Mean Girls. It only lasted. It died because of the pandemic. And even when they were before the pandemic, they were stunt casting. Sabrina Carpenter was going to be Katie, and she only performed the show twice before the pandemic. And people were like, "She can't handle the source material. She is not built for a musical. She is built to be a performer, but she cannot do a musical." And also in her contract, they had to bring in a standby to do the other half of her show. So she would do some half, the standby would do the other half because she could not sustain. Her manager was like, "Look, Sabrina's not going to be able to maintain this, especially if she wants to keep her vocal cords healthy for her music career." Hello. But I say with Wicked, it's still going. It's 21 years old. It's still got a healthy fan base. And I truly do believe if Wicked were to close because of the pandemic, I don't think the movie would have been made. I truly don't think the movie would have been made because it had to bank off of the success of the musical. Every other movie that has been adapted from a musical has flopped because the musical did not sustain past 5 years. Like Grease was good, but it did not last long. Grease was a one in a million chance.
Yeah. And then other ones like Phantom, they just came so early. And so it wasn't like their time wasn't ready for musical movies yet.
Like Les Mis is a good example of it. I mean, Les Mis is good, but I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sit through that boring shit for 2 hours.
Bro, it's so depressing too.
It's way too depressing.
It's so.
I have a Les Mis purse. I love Les Mis.
I know, but
and I love Anne Hathaway, but
I love Les Mis. The music's great.
I think if you're going to adapt a musical into a movie, it needs to be lasting longer. It needs to still be on Broadway by the time you're adapting it. I think that's fair.
Or it needs to be well enough that it can market to like people who haven't even seen the show.
See it. Like, for example, Hamilton did good with the Disney Plus because it was still going. And it's a hit. Grease went because you had 2 star powers, John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. And Olivia had just done Xanadu, so she was still on the high of this it girl from the 80s, 70s, 80s. So you have these musicals who come out and they're like, oh, people love them in the moment. But who's talking about the prom? Like
nobody.
Nobody. Like I think it's funny too. Like Renee Rapp, she was on the Sex Lives of College Girls. I think she was great on that show. You quit a show to film this movie and to pursue your music career, and they both flopped.
No, she can't act. Her performance.
She can't. I'm sorry, because I saw her in Mean Girls. My name is Regina George. And I am a massive. I mean, I guess.
I was like, man, Rachel McAdams can't sing. I bet she could turn it up. Like shit.
But yo, Chloe, thanks for coming on tonight.
Chloe, this was fun.
Bye, guys. Love ya.
Good. One less person to attack.
Peace, man.
Zaraya, why you say that?
She knows I don't mean it.
Oh my god.
There's no team, Serial. It's everyone's their own individual, right? Yeah, there's no teamwork going on. But before we get out of here, because this has been really cool, what what's like the last, 2024 is almost done. Is there a movie or TV show that you're looking forward to for this?
Sonic
last-
3.
What is it? What
I
is
see
it?
it the day before it comes out.
What is it?
Sonic 3.
Oh,
Sonic 3.
nice.
I watched it
That
just
did
for
look
Jim Carrey.
good. It looks good.
I'm so excited.
That's literally that and Nosferatu. For me, those my last two films probably for the year.
Wait,
I'm
what's
like,
your second one?
Nosferatu.
Oh, okay.
The Nosferatu, basically the non-canon bootleg Dracula. That's
Okay.
the non-copyright Dracula.
I only know Nosferatu from SpongeBob.
Oh shit. You never seen? He's the old. He's not Dracula. He's the weird looking vampire from like the 1910s. The way you seen him, he's like really gremlin. He's like
Yeah,
a
I've seen him on
gremlin looking
SpongeBob.
vampire.
SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She knows what
But-
you're talking about. She just saw it on SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Yeah, what a show.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
be,
Sonic 3 for me too. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Moana 2.
It's
Okay.
not. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
You're gonna be representing. Like, we're not gonna have any because like if you watch it, like the state of like Disney animation might die, because it was made. It was literally like it was supposed to be a series, right? Like it was supposed to be a 3-part series. So it's basically like a rehash of the first movie, but like with no love, no sauce. It was literally made just to make a quick buck. Like there's no love, no sauce, and plus Lin-Manuel Miranda's not in it. Say what you want about that man, he can write some music, okay? He's a good music writer.
Yeah, he is.
All of
he
his
is.
sauce, look at Trey. All
Trey
of
is
his sauce,
disgusted, but
all of his sauce from like the music is not there. They try to copy it, is not there. The songs are kind of mid. I listened to the songs are kind of mid. The story like didn't really get much sauce, and the villain that they had that they could have built up, they couldn't really like build it up. So I would just like either wait till it gets like on like Disney Plus to actually give it a chance, because it feels like, I don't know if you remember the direct to DVD movie era.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's written like
Oh,
that.
it's giving that. Okay.
It's giving that, but like not Cinderella 3 Twist in Time, but Cinderella 2. Because Cinderella 2
y'all-
Twist in Time was a
y'all
good
actually
movie.
watched
That is
that.
so
Y'all actually watched
funny.
that shit.
I know what you mean. I know what you
Oh,
mean.
the devil is
Because that's what
so
Moana 2
busy.
feels like. If you like, because like
Oh,
if you look at the kids watching it, they only laughed at the bird, bro. They only laugh at the bird, and kids will watch anything. Kids enjoyed Wicked more than Moana 2, and Moana
Interesting.
and Wicked is almost 3 hours.
Damn. Well, I'm actually honestly just watching it for the culture more than anything.
Yeah, watch for
okay,
culture,
I
but
can
like
respect
that, like if because it was made by it was made in an out of state studio. It wasn't even made in Walt Disney Studio.
Right.
So if we watch it, we support it. It's gonna make money regardless. But we watch it, scored it. The future of like sequels, they're just gonna like hammer it, and the future of like Disney is gonna go back how it was in the 90s with the straight DVD, and like there'll be no love, and like the Disney Studios might, like the original like Disney Studios where they did everything, might die or something.
Well, I thought Disney was expanding. Like
It is, but it's
supposed to be
like it's gonna go
yeah.
back to its renaissance, like because it wanted to make more money from Inside 2 without any of the joys. Because Moana 2 was made this year, like they didn't even, yeah, they literally announced it in March, so they didn't give it any love. They took the 3 pilot and literally rushed all the actors, everybody in the studio, so they didn't finish recording everything until like July or August.
Interesting. So there really wasn't any sauce.
No sauce. It was basically, everyone's calling it the direct-to-DVD 2 reboot. If it literally, and it's gonna, because parents are just gonna take their kids to see it anyway, so it's gonna do good in the box office regardless. It's gonna make its money, and if this does good, the future of animation for Disney is gonna change. It's literally because they'd be like, oh, so they didn't like Wish, but they like this. We can just keep doing this. We can
Yeah,
keep doing,
it's
like
it's already changed. Right?
Well, I
Bob
mean, right.
Iger already said they're gonna do.
Yeah,
sequels.
he already said they're gonna do it, but they're gonna
They're
do
gonna
it.
do
Now they're not
sequels,
gonna
yeah.
even try. Now they're gonna
Toy
do it
Story's
just like
getting another
cheap.
film.
Because like what Moana 2 had a very low budget, so they're gonna do it for cheap now.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, no one liked Wish. No one liked the last Buzz Lightyear movie.
Well, because that was
Like,
not even good. But
well,
like,
because they
and-
were different though. That's
yeah, they were
why.
different.
And
But
I
they
don't
weren't
think that
different in a
they
good
marketed
way.
it very well either.
They didn't. They did that on. They didn't market any way. Plus, Wish was phoned in. Like they didn't. There was no love in that.
Wish
either.
was not good. Sorry.
It
Wish was great. The music
No, it
was
wasn't.
incredible.
No, it was not.
Oh,
No,
oh,
it was
shit.
not.
Oh,
The
I
music
literally-
was very like it didn't like it felt robotic. You're telling me with this Wish was a good song?
Ooh, we
It
got
was not a
face off
The
here.
songs
All
were
right.
not good. The songs.
Okay,
felt
so I
like
will tell
phoned
you.
in.
I will tell you one thing. The villain songs phoned in. Absolutely hated those songs, but the other ones
They
were
weren't
amazing.
like they were just no, they weren't. They felt phoned in. Like it didn't feel like like a Disney. It felt like they were trying to replicate the Disney, and plus they even written out like the peak Disney. Like the star was supposed to be a human, and they writ that out. That song
Yes,
that
I
the
know.
song
I'm
that
so mad about that.
like the song with Magnifico and the girl that they sung together was literally supposed to be this love song between the Star Boy and her.
Okay, but I said the ones with Magnifico were crappy.
Yeah, and the ones with
The
her
other
felt
ones were
like they felt like they didn't have any love into it either. Like, and plus the songs were written before the movie even was finished written. So it had no context of the movie. They just told the girl, "Hey, we're making." They told the girl who wrote the songs, "Hey, we want to make this. We're making this movie about a wish and a star, but we didn't actually finish the script. Make this song about this." She's like, "Oh, okay." So she made it, and that's why there's like no context. You can literally listen to songs out of context and it doesn't even fit the movie.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I will
Oh,
agree that the
Jesus.
songs were a little bit out of context, especially this is the thanks I get. Like, what was that? I don't get that song.
Oh,
the
it's
first
a bloodbath
song-
in this bitch.
The
Oh,
first song was so good,
bitch,
and then
get up.
the
Oh,
last song was great. The ensemble song was great. It was a little bit.
It was great. It was
No, hold on.
okay.
It was,
It was
great.
okay.
No,
Paula, you're making me question your musical talents.
get out of here
oh,
because don't do that.
Your
It
music.
was a
whoa, 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 whoa. And
All
I'll
right,
post
we need
it
to have
on
another
YouTube.
conversation about this. We'll have another
No, if
conversation about
Paula
this.
swings
right?
on you, I'm gonna let her do it. Go kablow.
This might
We
be its
can
own
talk
pod,
about
yo.
it
I didn't
later.
even know. I didn't even know it went that deep.
Can I
We can
interject?
talk about it later.
There was something I wanted to ask all of us about the movie. Who was your favorite character?
You're
Alphabet.
gonna come for me for it.
All right,
I'd also say Elphaba.
all right.
Yeah, I'm going Alphabet with the professor the second.
Zariah.
Trey, you go first.
Okay, everyone knows I'm a fucking Elphaba. Are you kidding me? Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your turn.
I'm gonna play it safe. Glinda and the goat.
Her
No,
ass
no, no.
didn't-
Give us your honest opinion.
Her
Right.
ass didn't say Madame Horrible.
No, it was not my memorable. She was kind of robotic in my opinion. Like she was only
Michelle
doing
Yeoh?
That was the point.
No, because she more lively in the stage. I remember her being more
Yeah,
lively.
but-
On
I think Michelle. What's her? How do you say it?
Michelle Yeoh.
Yao. Michelle Yao.
Michelle Yao. She's portraying Madame Horrible from the book. Very
Yeah.
robotic, very, very put together. But as she descends into chaos, she gets sloppy. Because, like, spoiler. So in the book, it's my favorite scene in the entire book. Madame Horrible is at Shiz, and she's in her office. Elphaba sneaks in, and she grabs a trophy from the bookshelf and bashes her head in with the trophy. Like,
What?
she kills Madame Horrible. She bashes her head in with the trophy.
What?
Are we gonna see all this shit next year?
No,
No,
no.
It's too
only in
graphic.
the book. I tell you, it's too graphic. The book is a
Yeah.
lot more
The
graphic.
book
You
is
gotta go
dark.
go
Like,
to
in the-
Barnes and Nobles and go buy a book.
like in the book, Fiero, Glinda, and Elphaba, it's not a love triangle. It's not. That never existed in the book. It never existed in the book. It was added into the musical because Fiero's not really a main character in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Fiero is in love with Elphaba and vice versa, but he's already supposed to be getting married. So he has a wife and he ends up having an affair with Elphaba when they reunite 10 years later.
Okay.
Glinda is married to this lead soldier in the Wizard's Guard, which they combine Fiyero and that character into the musical. But he's killed in war after the wizard's gone and leading into the events of the second book. Like when I tell you, Glinda's having full blown in the second book, Glinda like locks herself in her palace and doesn't come out.
Mm.
And like how Elphaba defies gravity in the book is completely different than the musical. Elphaba does it because she's trying to save a dog that's stuck on a lake. Like he's drowning and she tries to save a dog. So she reads the spell and she so happens to fly. But she can't touch the water because in the book, she's actually allergic. It will kill her. So there's a moment where they talk about she cleans herself with oils and Fiyero watches her. That's like a sensual moment for him because he's finally reconnected with her, but he's having this illicit affair with the princess. Like it's so good. It's so good. And the language is beautiful. It's fucking dark though. Like Elphaba's birth, it's violent. She bites somebody's finger off.
Wow.
Like Elphaba
we're not gonna say that shit.
3 sets of teeth. She bites off the finger of the doctor who birthed her, and they thought she was a curse. Like this book is dark. Elphaba's not the musical. They toned Elphaba the fuck down. My bitch was intense in the book.
Damn, yo, shit. Well, yo, this was a dope ass review. The clips from this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
The replay is gonna be crazy. The replay, the quotes, yo, the facial expressions.
We're gonna have a conversation about that later, Zariah.
I'm sorry, Paula. I'm sorry.
I still want a picture of Paula sensing nasty work. I want her green. I want her in a black outfit, the hat, and I also want her to have the broom. That's what I want in the corner.
I'll commission.
Yes, I want her to act like she's kind of like it's next to her, like she's holding it. I want it very, and it's sensing wicked work. That's what I want.
And then Paula got to be Elphaba for next Halloween.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Liv's gonna be Glinda.
Yes! Love that.
I love that.
Too easy. Before we head out, why don't you guys just let the audience know who you are, where they can follow you, and what are you about? Go ahead, Paula.
Okay. Hi, my name is Paula Marie Van Horn. You can follow me on Instagram at PMVH279. I'm an actress. I'm a future doctor, and I love to sing.
Professional singer.
Yeah, and soon to be yoga teacher. So yeah.
Holy shit!
Hey, nice.
Multi-hyphenate.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, yo. Do damage. Go ahead. Live.
All right, I'm Liv. You can follow my alter ego, Oddity. That is ODDIE, ODDITY, on all social media platforms. And you can stream my song Loser. That's also on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yes. Period.
Great.
Trey or Zariah? Go ahead, Trey.
Okay, so hi, I'm Trey. I'm a Wicked aficionado. Circa 2016. No, but all seriously, I am one of the co-founders of Table Read Club. We meet once a month. We have something going on December 14th at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock Central Time, and 3 Pacific Time, called Pitchapalooza, where we all get together and talk about our works in progress. And it's on Zoom. You can find me on Instagram at JustTrevian, JUSTTREVIAN. And you can find the Table Read Club at Table Read Club on Instagram. And we also have a Discord. I'm a writer. I'm an actor. I'm a professional yapper.
We love it.
And that's it.
Love it.
Well, yes.
Oh my gosh.
All right, go ahead, sir. Take us out of here. Take us home.
Hey, I say where to follow me on my socials?
Yeah, what you do. Follow you in your socials. Yeah.
No, Zariah, no one ever shared their socials. Not Liv, not Paula, not myself.
Trey. I miss you, Trey. You know what? I miss you. That's it.
I
That's all
miss you too. I do. I really do.
This is an interesting relationship me and Trey got. You know, it's beautiful.
Yep.
Oh god.
Oh my
Trey, I'm
goodness.
about to fight you right now.
Oh my god. dude.
With your yellow
All
crap.
right. We're done. We're done here. Ending live stream.
All right.
Peace out, y'all. Good
Peace,
shit.
guys.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Peace.
Bye.